All right. Looks like we are live, locked in, and ready to go. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to Spawncast Night Stream. Yo, let's go. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate the night show is here. So, essentially, for those who are still kind of straggling behind on what we're doing with the Spawncast, I wasn't able to be on the Spawncast today. Or yesterday, that aired today, but I should be able to be on next time. There was just there was like an emergency that kind of came up that I wasn't able to be on. I was planning on being on because I actually had Fridays good, but something happened to where I couldn't be on that day. But I'm looking to be on sometime in November. I will be on, and we're gonna go over the interesting discussions that happened because I was able to catch up with the Spawncast. They had Gene Park on, and I was able to listen to a number of the topics. So we are going to talk about what they discussed, and of course we're going to talk about what you guys are talking about, and of course the controversies with Dragon Quest, Dragon Age, the Veilguard, and all sorts of stuff. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun stream tonight. It's going to be a lot of different topics, a lot of different stuff, and it's just going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a great show. So before we get into anything, guys, make sure you hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it if you did. It would help us out. I am going to put up a tweet. So if you're on the Twitterverse, which I know people are leaving in droves on that, it's becoming more and more trash. But if you are on the Twitterverse, go ahead and give us a retweet and all of that. And I'd really appreciate it if you did. I'm going to put up the tweet and then I'll have a link for you guys once it's ready to go. So I will have that. So let me go ahead and get that going. And how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you guys are doing good. I know I am. I had a good, nice video today talking about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. We got an update already when it comes to the potential online features, online multiplayer. So we're going to talk about that and then some. So yeah, should be good. Should be good on that one. So the tweet is up. So I appreciate you guys coming through. The tweet is up. Make sure you guys check out the tweet. I'm going to link it for you guys right here. So yes, hit that like button, guys. If you have not hit that like button, there's the tweet. Go ahead and hit that like button on the tweet. And if you're on Twitter and you feel like it. Let's see here. JB says, if what BioWare employee revealed to Smash JT vid is true, then they're a disgusting company. I highly doubt that what Smash JT shared was true. To be honest, like, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to sit here and call Smash JT a liar, but I highly doubt that anything that they have when it comes to certain stuff like that is true. I mean, no offense to Smash JT, no offense to guys like, actually, more like offense to guys like Grums. No offense to Smash JT, but I highly doubt whatever he was shared was true. I don't believe it. I mean, listen, guys, a lot of these alt-right and a lot of these far-right grifters and right-wing YouTubers, they just make up stuff in order for their base to something to complain about. That's their whole channel is making up things. So I wasn't even talking about that Dragon Age Veilguard controversy because I don't believe what was shared. Like, randomly, of course, he gets something from a BioWare employee. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So yeah, man. I'm good on that one. So yeah, and I didn't, like I said, I just don't believe these random, all of a sudden these documents randomly popping up and all these different crazy conspiracies popping, and it just so happens it only happens for certain games that they have already taken predispositioned hate towards. You know, there was all sorts of random employees that came out of the woodwork for Silent Hill, for every single game that they want to target. They didn't get any random employees for Metaphor or Metaphor Refantasio, despite there being a lot of different woke or political messages inside there. Funny how the games that are aren't easy targets somehow get no random leaks, no random what's it called? NDAs and all this. It's funny how it just seems to be certain things right in Johnny on the spot. I never said one right wing or left wing is worse than that. I'm just talking about these grifting YouTubers. It seems like the right wing grifting YouTubers are obviously taking over the scene. I mean, you don't really see it. There might be some left wing grifters out there, but none of them are taking over the scene like some of these people are. So yeah, I highly doubt that anything from these people is accurate, like 100% accurate. Like I highly doubt it. I'm gonna call probably not on that one. I'm gonna call probably not on that one. Let's see here. So he says, what about the lefties whined about Stellar Blade and Black Myth Wukong? Did they get leaked documents with Mr. Matty Plays and with all with cursors in the top left corner? Did they do that? Let me know if they did that. Because that's what we're seeing on the other side. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing leaked documents with cursors on the top left-hand side of somebody literally inputting. Did they do that? Let me know. Show me the videos of that. Of leaked documents saying this and that about Black Myth or leaked whatever. Feel free to let me know about that. I'll be more than happy to cover it. But I didn't see that when it comes to Black Myth Wukong and all that. So yeah. Let's see here. Do you think Xenoblade Chronicles will be affected by DEI meddling? DEI seems to be the boogeyman for some of you guys. You guys think that you hear that and you think that it's some type of crazy thing, and it's infected everything when it really hasn't. And you got a lot of grifters that just push that on you guys as if like every single game has some type of, I don't know, like Wakanda Black Panther overlord telling them you must put this, you must put that. A lot of you guys are paranoid. Let's see here. Greg with the $5. It says, literally, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is a remaster of a game that was already released. It's a remaster. It's a remaster. So, were they affected by the DEI 10 years ago? I don't know. Let's go look up some old Japanese interviews with some Japanese people and find out. Greg with the $5 says, cool to see Broken Games on the pod. Good they found someone for the spot of POC representation in such short notice. Broken Games is, he's been on there multiple times, but yeah, shout outs. Thank you for the $5, Greg. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Yeah, no one even said they were ruined by that, but that's what, like I said, if you watch grifting YouTubers, they'll let you think the world is falling. Every day, there's some type of new controversy to feed their algorithm and to feed their pockets. Every single day, there's a leaked document. There's a comparison between something. There is a game is flopping. There is a, oh my gosh, this. Half the time, they don't even know what they're talking about. Like, they'll sit there and say, oh my gosh, this is a woke thing in the game. And then you go back and you look at the game, like if it's being remastered like Silent Hill, and it's like, oh, it's the same exact thing. They didn't change anything. Oh, it's because you didn't actually play Silent Hill. You're just looking for grifting points. You're just looking for clout online. You know, so it's like, this is what they do all the time. It's funny to me. It's pretty funny. There's legitimate conversations to be had, but it's not with these guys that are profiting heavily off of it. At least it's not fairly to be discussed with these guys that are profiting heavily off of it. You can't sit there and tell me that this person who put out a freaking fake document and says that it's not a conspiracy, it's true, and then 2 seconds later says it's a leak, it might be a rumor. Obviously, this person is a complete moron. You know, and this is one of you guys' messiahs. So, hey, what's up, Guts? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, brother. So, Celine with the 2 says, Gene Park was on and you missed. They talked Xeno, too. Yeah, they did, which was great. Which was really good to hear them talk Xeno. It was fantastic. It's very, very, very good. Paper Mario was never affected. Paper Mario was never affected by DEI. You never actually played Paper Mario, so you're not very knowledgeable on that. What you did do, though, was watch grifting YouTubers who told you that, but that nothing changed from Paper Mario. Paper Mario was exactly the same, and it was always like that. Even back in the day, it was like exactly what it was. The problem is, you didn't play it, and you watched new grifting YouTubers that got that capitalized off your stupidity. You know what I'm saying? That helped, they're stupid, so then therefore they impart stupidity on you, and then you bring stupidity as someone who doesn't feel to research the game in the first place. So no, it wasn't affected by anything DI. It's literally the same exact game. it's the same game. There's nothing changed in terms of representation or the trans ghost thingy that was in the game or whatever. That was never changed. It was the same thing back then. So yeah, nothing was changed, buddy. You're just, like I said, you watch too many grifting YouTubers. Cody Bishop with the $5 and says, far-right co-opted term woke and stole it from the black community and now coded it with racism to attack the same group they stole it from. Yes, that is partly true. That is partly true. Absolutely. That is partly true. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people, they watch grifting YouTubers and say, oh, that Paper Mario's whoa, they did. Bro, it's been in there since 2004. What? It's the same game. Nothing changed, buddy. Nothing changed. You just expose, and these people, they expose that they don't play games. That is an exposure of that you didn't play it, you didn't research. It's an easy, low-hanging fruit. Easy, low-hanging fruit, you know? So yeah. No, I said that you impart your stupidity on the topic, on the same thing. Are you stupid in general? No, I don't think that you're stupid. I think that you're impressionable. I do think that you're impressionable because instead of seeking out experts on the topic, you seek out grifters who admit that they did not play Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. They literally admitted that they never played the game, that they don't know. Yet you listen to them instead of listening to people who actually played. Instead of seeking knowledge, you rather listen to them. You know what I'm saying? And then that is a form of a topic of stupidity, of not understanding, of intentionally blocking yourself off from real knowledge to seek whatever you feel will get you outraged. That is a form of stupidity when it comes to gaming. Now, if you want to be better in this case, what I would say is before you watch the grifting YouTuber that's literally just trying to profit off of your rage, watch somebody that actually played the game beforehand. Go to somebody that actually played the game beforehand, before you, because like Paper Mario came out in May and you're telling me this now. So that means you've went May, June, July, August, September, October, November. You've went nearly 6 months without listening to a single person on the other side of that argument. So you are blocking off the actual truth because of what you want to believe. That is a form of stupidity when it comes to certain topics. Now, are you stupid? No. Now, when it comes to this topic, are you being stupid? Yes, that is a stupid thing to do because these people admitted that they did not play Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door, that they did not play it. So if someone admits that they never played the original, yet tells you what is happening, and you still listen to them, yes, that's stupid. That is dumb. That is a dumb thing. They never played the original. They never played it. Why would you listen to somebody who never played it but tried to tell you what they changed? If they never knew about the game. They didn't play it. They didn't play GameCube games. Yet they're telling you how it is. That makes no sense, dog. And if you listen to people who don't know about the thing beforehand, but are telling you things are changed, and they admit that they never played it, that is stupid. Yes, that is a form of stupidity. A form. Not saying that you are, but that is a form. We all have our moments, okay? We all have our moments. I've had my moments of stupidity as well, and I will continue to have them. But I'm telling you, in that moment that you went 6 months without watching anybody else that had a different opinion than that, or more like factual, yes, that's a form of stupidity. So yeah. Cody Bishop, thank you for the $5 too, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5. I love this because a lot of these people won't actually do debates on this because they know that they're wrong. They know that they're wrong, so they'll just sit there and spew whatever they want to spew, and then in part influence a lot of you guys to spread that. And then when somebody actually knows the truth and tells you, you have a hard time processing it because you're so used to just listening to what these people say. They're not right. You know what I'm saying? They're not right on this. Oh, snap! Massive Reekin with the party, man! Dodo, the 50, the Princess Peach. Let's go, the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh my goodness.
Bro, there's no way we out here can't see that journalistic integrity out the window.
Yeah.
It's literal in our face, in the open.
Yes.
Saying I give a game a perfect score based on identity and sexuality over gameplay and story. The industry is definitely affected.
And that is a legitimate discussion to be had, Massive Reekin, with Dragon Age. That is a legitimate discussion. Now, I'm not sure who gave him that score, a perfect score because of that. That's silly. I mean, the game has like what, an 84. I don't think most journalists or most people are giving Dragon Age a 10 out of 10 for that. I mean, it's one of the lower rated Dragon Age games out there, is Dragon Age the Veilguard. From what I understand, let's take a look. Big love to Massive Rican. Thank you. And I know Massive Rican, he's a smart, intelligent person on this topic because he's a big Dragon Age fan. So he's going off of what he feels as a Dragon Age fan, which is fine. And I appreciate that. But let's take a look. I have not looked at the previous. I think Inquisition got like a 88. So let's see Dragon Age. So basically Dragon Age Origins 86, Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, it's a 80. Is it an 85 for Dragon Age Inquisition? Let's view all platforms. Well, it's an 89 on PS4. And it's an 89 on PS4. It's an 85 on Xbox One, but it was reviewed the most on console. 43 reviews on console to 45 reviews on PC with the 85. So anyway, you just average out. It's about like an 88 or something like that. 87, 88. So it's definitely one of the lower rated Dragon Age games. Dragon Age the Veilguard is an 84. And even it's under Dragon Age Inquisition, 85. Dragon Age Origins is an 86. So there's only 3 games, right? In terms of Dragon Age 2, that's the lowest rated one. That's a 79. So it's lower rated than the previous Dragon Age, like than the other 2, the best Dragon Age games, right? It's rated lower than that. So yeah, most reviewers aren't gonna give it that score based off of just sexuality and all that. I mean, most reviewers, they're rating it based off the story, the writing. Sicilian with the $2 says Princess Peach game is DEI. She belongs. Okay, all right. Thank you for the $2, Sicilian. I appreciate that. Massive Rican, thank you for the thank you for the $50. I appreciate that. You guys give some big love to Massive Rican. He's not the whole God game stream, Ninja. Hey, let's go. Thank you for the big 50, brother. And but like I said, yeah, most people aren't doing that. Most people aren't really, aren't really reviewing it based off of that. They're just giving it, they're reviewing it and they're giving their honest score on that. So I'm not sure what review said that, Massive Rican, but let me know if you know. Let me know. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Chris the Shriner Dog? Thank you for the tune-in tier. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout outs to Huddy. Welcome. Let's see who gave the game a perfect score. Because I'm not sure who did. Yes, I've played every Dragon Age game. I've played Dragon Age 1, the original, on PS3. I still have it. I played Dragon Age 2 on the Xbox 360. I played Dragon Age Inquisition on the Xbox One, and I have not played Veilguard yet, but I will play Veilguard. I'll play Veilguard in a bit. But I've played every other Dragon Age game. So, I mean, I'm not a big Dragon Age fan, though. I'm not going to sit here and act like I am a big Dragon Age fan, because I'm not. I am not a big Dragon, but I mean, I've played the games. I think that they're okay. They're okay. I did not like Dragon Age 2, though. I thought Dragon Age 2 was not very good. Dragon Age 1 seemed to be pretty good. Dragon Age 2 I did not like. Dragon Age Inquisition or Dragon Age 3. I mean, I thought it was a fine game, but it just wasn't for me, So yeah. Just wasn't for me. Talk about the Goomba Catling thing. The Goomba Catling thing. Once again, there's nothing with that. There's nothing there's nothing with that. Once again, that's not DEI. That's not, like I said, that word has been taken, twisted, and formed into whatever people grifters feel like telling you. That's not DEI, brother. And if that's the case, Nintendo's been doing DEI since the beginning of time. If that, every developer has, if that's the case. So let's see here. What do I think of Elma's design? I think it looks good. Nintendo loves censorship. There you go. Nintendo's been doing it for a long time. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Silk Reese? Welcome to the stream. Dragon Age series peak with the first release Origins. I think Inquisition would probably be its peak for many people. I think that would probably be what people would think would be the peak. So yeah. So yeah, it's all good though. Peach still has shower scene in Thousand Year Door, so grifters will still complain. The shower scene is still in Paper Mario. That is true. That is true. Yo, Nile, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see here. DeAndre with the $2.15. Thank you. And he says, some of the music and metaphor sounds like it could fit into a Fire Emblem 3 houses. It does. Well, it's a fantasy. Same as Fire Emblem. I think it's the instruments. Play Fodlan Wins, please. Yes, I will. Thank you for the $2.15 coming in here. Let me get the actual board. What's it called? Let me get the board situated too. So big love to Massive Rican. Big love to DeAndre. 5, 6, 7, 7, let's see here, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so 66 on the board. Y'all just killed it today already. Let's go. Big love though, guys. Let me get your music playing though, DeAndre. Fodlan wins. Fodlan wins. Let's see. Cody Bishop says terms like silent majority and welfare queen in the 60s and 80s mirrored today's far right use of the DEI, and woke to counter progressive movements. And I think that to me, it's even like a little bit too far to even like, I would say it's not even gotten to that point in gaming and all that. In my opinion, at least, it's not even gotten to that point. I think that for me personally, developers are going to put in, they're going to take, it's a microcosm of society in a lot of different games, right? They're going to take certain aspects, certain things on all sides, and they're going to put that into their media. They're going to put that into stuff. So you don't have to like everything that they do, but I do feel that it's okay for developers to have freedom of expression, to be able to express what they feel like expressing. Now, you might not like it, and you're free to complain, but that's something that's always been in gaming since like forever, since like a long time now, you know? So yeah, that's been there for a while. And guys, like I said, this is why I don't like to get into too much personal stuff, because we're not sitting here, we're not going over, we're not getting into politics discussions and elections and all that, guys. We're not doing all that. We're simply talking about in the context of gaming. So when I say right wing and left wing and all, I don't mean the actual politics inside of that. I mean in the gaming sphere, the people that feel a certain way and do a certain thing, one side or the other. So let's not get into actual, politics, like let's not do that. That's against the rules, because people get crazy about politics. So we're not doing that here. Let's see. Did you get my point? I'm mocking the grifters. Oh, got you. It was a mock of the grifters. Okay. Yeah. I got your point on that one then. So yeah, I only have a problem with it if it ruins the game or messes with the I think meant lore, right? The lore. Yeah, and like that's a fair discussion, JC. Like that's fair. Like I think that there's definitely things that you can say about Dragon Age that you can point out and say, yeah, like that's a little bit weird, especially in the setting and stuff like that. Like absolutely. And I don't mind having that conversation. Like it's fair for people to think that, It's absolutely fair. But where I draw the line is fake documents. Fake BioWare employees telling random YouTubers, and fake documents being shared on Twitter. Fake, and that's where I draw the line, boys and girls. I draw the line at people that are doing this to profit off of stupidity. To profit off of your stupidity. If you want to have an intelligent discussion on should they be having the pronouns? If you want to have an intelligent discussion on that, that's fair. 100% fair. But where I'm drawing the line on grifters making thousands of dollars on profiting off of fake documents. Now listen, I hit my boy up, Nintendo Private. Whoa! I called him out for fake sources. This is fake. I will call out things in gaming that is fake, that people use to profit off of stupidity. Not that you guys are stupid, but what people use to profit off of your stupidity on certain topics. And yes, this is a profit off of stupid people. I know Smash JT. I've spoken with him off air. I've spoken with him DMs. I've spoken with him. I've worked with him. Smash is not stupid. He's actually, I would say he's smart. Smash is not stupid. He hasn't done everything right. Nobody's perfect, but he knows what he's doing, and he knows the money that's coming in, and he's running off of that. That's all he's doing. And now he's got a massive audience of morons that will hang on every word that he says. And he knows that, and he's exploiting that. Grums, same thing. I mean, Grums is an idiot, but I think that with him, he knows that he can make a bunch of money and not work on his game. It's like, why do I need to complete this game that I've been working on for 8 years, that I've been scamming for people for, when I can sit here and grift and make thousands of dollars off of Twitter posts from morons? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying right now. Like, I will draw the line at fake documents and fake employees for them to make content, you know? Like, it's fake. It's fake. And and it was proven fake with the Grums document. That was fake. There was a freaking cursor in the top left-hand corner. That NDA was fake as hell. Anybody that saw it from the beginning, it was fake. And this dude has to moonwalk, has to backpedal faster than freaking Champ Bailey, backpedal faster than Deion Sanders, because it's a fake document, and he got called out even by his grifter friends, even by his fellow grifters. That's how you know it's bad. That's how you know it's really bad. But these people are doing this because they're making money. That's it. If they were not making a large amount of money, they would not be finding all of these fake documents and fake employees and fake sources from everywhere. Trust me, if they weren't making any money, this wouldn't be happening. I can guarantee you, this would not be happening if they weren't making large amounts of money. I can guarantee you, I'll tell you this right now, what I'm doing would still be happening, whether I'm making money or not, because I did this, what I'm doing right now, I did this for 30 years before I even made a penny off of YouTube. Ask my brother, ask my friend A-Train, ask any of the people that I grew up with in high school or anything. I'd sit here and blap, yap, and talk about video games all freaking day to the point where they tell me to shut up. So I would be doing this regardless. They wouldn't be doing what they're doing if money wasn't coming in. They would not. I ran Player Essence for years without making a penny. They would not be doing what they were doing if they weren't making money off of it. So yeah. That's the only reason why. This is not a rerun. This is live. Let's see your website. That's what I'm saying. I think the most I ever made on a single month on my website at Player Essence, which barely covered the cost of even operating it, my yearly cost, I think the most I ever made was E3 like 2013 or 2014. I think I made like $600. That's the most that I ever made off of my website at all. A lot of months it was literally a net neutral or net negative on operations for video games. I didn't get review codes back then, so whether I was buying games, I was covering my own, flights, or covering my own distance to go drive to places to do interviews or whatever, I was paying out of my pocket, you know. So yeah, it wasn't like I was just doing it because I thought it was fun, you know. So yeah, it is what it is though. Let's see here. Veilgard is just not it, man. I don't care with the gay trans stuff. They use the lingo. The fantasy these feels forced ruins the immersion. And that's a fair conversation once again to have. That's a fair conversation, Elias, to have. And I think that for some people that's going to ruin the type of game. And I get that. That's 100%. And that's fair. That's fair. But like, that doesn't mean the whole game is bad though. Like, I don't think that there's no fun to be had in the game though. You know what I'm saying? But that's a fair argument, you know? Absolutely fair. I think Smash did, he did testing for Sony. He did testing. So yeah, a lot of people make rage content under the guise of informing the public. Yeah, these grifters, they do that. Yes, they do. Shout outs to Cody Bishop. Thank you for the multiple donos today. Shout outs to Sklofan. Hey, you said Diggs here, bud, tore my ACL. Hey, shout outs. Thank you for the 100 core crystals, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah. Stephon Diggs did tear was it a knee or ACL? Yeah, he's out for the year. So that's very unfortunate. And the Texans are definitely missing his absence on the field. Smash was quality assurance for Sony a while. Yeah, like I think he did like game testing or Q&A or something. Yo, and then another 800 core crystals. Hey, yo. Getting the Xenoblade. Xenoblade 2. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's get it. Thank you so much for the 800 core crystals. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. OJ, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, the perfect game for newcomers. Watch my video. I talk about it right then. I talk about it in my video today. It's definitely, you can start with there if you've never played a Xeno game. You can start with Xenoblade Definitive Edition. But I mean, there's a lot of pretty advanced things in that game for like RPG fans. So yeah. This is the best pre-recorded stream on YouTube. I know, seriously, it's pre-recorded. Thank you for the $2. And then Skull Fan with another 200 core crystal dono. Hey, I appreciate that, man. You have some followers coming. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for the new followers. Thank you, and thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. You guys are out here today. Should we get the combo breakers rolling? Boys and girls, we got the combo breakers. Let's go. Shout outs, man. I appreciate that. I'm Diggs. Yeah, it was my ACL. Don't you remember? You're Stephon Diggs. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you're ACL. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. I remember. Shout outs, man. Welcome to the stream. Are you doing better? How are you? Are you doing better? That's you, right? Let's see here. Why do you think the people defend Baldur's Gate over this game? Why do you think they do right that after Dragon Age failed? Baldur's Gate is the grifters went after Baldur's Gate. The problem is that Baldur's Gate is really good, so there's really nothing that you can do. It's almost like when you try to, go after somebody incredibly rich. Usually, everything that you do usually falls on deaf ears because they're rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you also have that same energy, that richness to you or whatever, you can't overcome the swelling amount of people that support that person. And that's what happened with Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3 has all sorts of things that you could make years of content of woke or whatever you want to, right? It does. And anybody saying that it doesn't is a damn liar. But a lot of these guys that are saying that liked Baldur's Gate 3. They liked it. And they literally admitted to, yeah, the reason why we don't go after it is much because I actually like the game. So they actually admit it. The funny thing is that a lot of these grifters will tell you exactly what they're feeling and, and what it is overall, like why certain games get attacked or not. Metaphor Refantasio did not get attacked because the writing is very good and you have to actually play a JRPG to see some of this stuff. They didn't want to waste their time when they have to attack Silent Hill and Dragon Age, which those are easier targets beforehand. Oh, a surgery scar or something like that, right? So that's the reason why. Yo, Skullfan as well with the 4,000. Yeah, the 4,000. What the heck? 4,000 bits. Yo, I appreciate that. Yo, my man Skullfan is going nuts on Twitch. Yo, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for the big. Oh my goodness. He just keeps going. He just keeps going. What? 5,000 bits. Oh my goodness. 5,000 bits. That is crazy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Holy smokes. We out here tonight. Love this guy, even though he doesn't believe me. Let's fix that. Minneapolis Miracle. You're actually Stephon Diggs. I don't know why would Stephon Diggs be in my chat over there on Twitch, bro. I'm bored. I'm late on the couch. Hey, if you are actually Stephon Diggs, I appreciate you, brother. I've been watching your game for a long time, from Minnesota to Buffalo Bills, and then down on the Texans. So, yeah, man, appreciate the support, brother. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Google Skullfan. I do this from time to time. All right, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna see if it's for real. I'm gonna Google it. If that's really you though, I appreciate you, bro. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it right now. I mean, I googled it, but I don't know what's coming out, bruh. I mean, I don't know if that's you. When I Google it, I'm not sure what comes up. It's weird. Thank you so much. That's true. I did see people talking about it though. I'm here for you back with Josh. I will share this account and help some lady in Vegas, Bills Nations or something. Hey, big love. Oh, Skull Fan Twitch. All right, I got you, man. I got you. All right, I'm gonna do it right now. Thank you for another. I think you did like another 1,000 core crystals as well. I appreciate that, brother. Seriously, I appreciate it. Yo, big love. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, okay, I see you, man. I see you. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I see you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, man. Let's go. Oh, let's go. That's exactly how I feel about Nintendo grifters. They are the absolute worst. Even though I agree with some of their points. So then they're not that bad. Yo, Daimi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Wait a minute. If you agree with some things that they say, then they're not that bad, right? I can't say how much it is in dollars. Otherwise, it's against the Twitch TOC. Or TOS. Terms of contract. All right. Terms of service. I can't say how much it was, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Seriously. Let's go. No, I appreciate you, Skull Fan. I appreciate that, man. Do you think spaghetti with sugar is good? Spaghetti with sugar? I mean, spaghetti already has some sugar in it, right? Depending on what sauce you use, sugar's already in there to make it a bit sweeter, taste sweet. Like, depending on what tomato sauce you use, sugar's already in spaghetti. So yeah, I mean, I guess, right? Nintendo grifters, is that a thing? I mean, people throw around the word grifters, like, but basically what he means is that, here's what he means by Nintendo grifters. He means people that essentially are bringing up X, Y, and Z about Nintendo, probably don't even care that much about them, don't buy their games, don't even really care, but have something to say whenever they can make a buck off of YouTube or Twitter or Twitch or whatever the case is. That's what he's talking about. Is it the actual grifters like Grums and stuff? No, it's not that. But that's what he essentially, that's the slang that he's using, you know? Let's see, I mean people who put pour spaghetti on sugar like salt. Pour spaghetti on sugar or sugar on spaghetti. I mean, that's weird. I've never seen people who actually pour sugar on spaghetti. I've never seen that before. Big love though to Skull Fan, man. I appreciate the multiple core crystals here, man. That's crazy. Motoni, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that, man. Best game that I've played this year, Metaphor Refantasio by a country mile. Well, no, not by a country mile, but Metaphor Refantasio. Maybe by a country mile, because SMT5 Vengeance, it's new, but then it's also like a remaster, re-release, but it's got new content. But yeah, in terms of completely new game for this year, Metaphor Refantasio by a country mile. Like, the 3 games that I'm looking at it's Prince of Persia, Unicorn Overlord, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Astrobot, and Metaphor Refantasio. Like, those are kind of the games that I'm looking at for like new games this year, and I think that Metaphor is a step above all of them. Let's see here. Cecilian with the $2 says, can we just talk pasta for a bit? What about ravioli? Yeah, I'm not a big pasta guy. My wife, she likes pasta, and I will eat her pasta that she makes, but I'm not a big pasta dude. I've never been a big pasta person, even though I've always, you know, my mom, she made pasta and all of that, but I've never been big on it. Like, I don't ever go to like a restaurant and order the pasta or anything like that, like ravioli or all that. Like, but we had Chef Boyardee back in the day, and I mean, I just ate it just so I can eat, so I can have something to eat. But I mean, I've never been big on pasta, never. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Neo Blitz? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Ryan? That nobody's left the right pattern is BS, doesn't belong in gaming. Once again, I mean, like, listen, I'll say this, whether it's one side or another, like, gaming is a microcosm of society. So it's almost inherent that you will find certain things that are tilt on one side or another. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to have freedom of expression and freedom of art. You know what I'm saying? For example, Metaphor Refantasio absolutely has certain ideologies that you could associate with certain parties and all that. But if it's well done, then it's fine. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say that nothing belongs in it. I think it matters in the context of what type of game you're trying to make. What I would say is that we should always judge a game individually by playing the game and seeing what's inside the game, instead of having blanket statements that say none of this, none of that. It's like, well, wait a minute, hold up. What if it's really well done? What if they're trying to make something that's like that? You know, like Metaphor literally has things that would be adapted towards socialism, or certain things that are certain candidates are going for, or people that are militaristic, like a dictatorship. That's absolutely based off of real world politics, and it fits the game, right? It fits the game as you're touring to be the next king. So I would say, yeah, sometimes certain ideologies or certain things actually works for a game. That's why I thought it was funny that the go woke, go broke people did not attack Metaphor. But once again, you have to play Metaphor and you have to see how it's done, and that's too far. Like they can't take the time to play Metaphor. Skullfan with another 500 core crystals. Oh my gosh, this guy is on a tear. Thank you so much for the 500 core crystals, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love Metaphor. Favorite of all time, though, Rocket League. Yeah. Rocket League was great. We used to play Rocket League all the time on the channel back in the day. Fine, I'll say it. The main reason why I commented Nintendo Grifters is because I keep seeing videos ranting on Nintendo shutting down emulators, fan games, and game preservation. I mean, I think that there's legitimate arguments to be had with all of those things, but I think it's based off of whoever, like, what they say in their video. But there's legitimate arguments, like with the preservation and stuff like that. I'm not gonna tear it all down, Jaden, but there is some people that are grifting towards that, like in terms of the slang of grifting. There are some people who don't give a damn. They've got everything that they need, but they know that they can make a buck off of YouTube or Twitter or whatever. Skullfan with another 1,000 core crystals. Yo, this is wild. What is happening right now? Dude, Skullfan is lighting up Twitch. Y'all, if you're on Twitch or if you're on YouTube, open up another page. Give this man some love over there on Twitch. Thank you so much, yo, Skullfan. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Holy smokes. Maybe we should add like a bits leader to this thing here too. Maybe we should do that. Oh man, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. And another 600 core crystals. Oh my goodness, I've never had this happen to me before. This is wild, dude. This is wild. We're getting all sorts of rare blades popping up. All sorts of blades popping up from everywhere. Favorite region in Xenoblade Chronicles X? I don't know if I have a favorite region. I like all of them. And then another 100 core crystals coming in as well from Skullfan. Yo, my man is popping off to the 100th degree. Thank you so much, dude. Seriously, I appreciate it all, man. I appreciate you, dude. Seriously. At least we now know Nintendo went after Gilva Sunner. Are you liking Nintendo Music? Yeah, I actually used Nintendo Music today. I went running for about a good hour or so, and the funniest thing happened with Nintendo Music, man. I was like running, and I think I was listening to like Mario Athletic from like, I forgot what it was from, but yeah, I put on the running playlist. Sorry guys, a can fell. I put on the running playlist for Nintendo Music, so I went running today, and let me get the track that I was on. So let's see here. Yeah, I did running. So yeah, I did running, and it was, let me see, which one was it? It was, oh gosh, where's it at? Do they change the running playlist? Do they change the running playlist? I think they changed them. Anyway, it was one of the Mario ones, and it was really funny. I thought it was something. Oh my gosh, the Cosmos with the 2,000 core crystals. W Day as well with the oh my gosh, 2,000 core crystals. Goodness gracious, this dude is literally just unloading the clip, and I appreciate that. You guys give him some love, man, on Twitch. Give him some love on Twitch. This is nuts, dude. I've never had this. Let's go. You should partner with GameFly. Why? Let's see. At least now we know. Some NFL coming in hot. Oh my gosh! I can't wait to watch tomorrow's NFL on the sidelines. I'm a Niners fan, and just like, oh, we're not playing. I can't sit here and have this intensity, like sitting here losing to bad teams or losing to teams like the Niners have done. So they got their dub against the Cowboys. and they're off. Christian McCaffrey's coming back against the Buccaneers. There's finally some hope for the season. So yeah, I'm going to be a very happy camper this NFL Sunday, just chilling and hopefully rooting for all of the NFC West teams to lose. Let's see here. I remember when Twitter dunked on RGT because he made a joke about GTA being woke. Did they really? For the whiff. Yo, thank you for this, the follow over there on Twitch. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's see. Hey, I'm confused. Is that actually Diggs? It's Stephon Diggs. Yeah. It's him chilling. He's chilling. It's Stephon Diggs chilling in the stream. I can see your comments, Mr. Davis. What's good? Just now tuning in, my bad. L at the gym. Hey, nah, you got to get your gym workouts in, bro. What came in late? The convo. I don't agree with some of these people that are grifting. I think there's a reason to be concerned with the direction of gaming. That's not what grifting is. There's a reason to be concerned. That was before the grifters got there. We've always had concerns about gaming. That will never leave. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying there isn't wrong to have concern. What I'm saying is that when you make fake documents and fake employees, that is grifting, and I'm calling that out. And listen, I called out fake sources for Nintendo Switch 2 rumors. I'm gonna call out fake documents and fake BioWare employees because I don't believe it. Well, one of them was proven fake, the other one was recent, but I think a lot of that stuff is fake, and I'm calling out that in particular. Now, if you want to have an intelligent conversation or discussion on some of the things in gaming which people have had, I'm all down for that. But where I'm drawing the line, like I said before, is fake documents of NDAs that are clearly fake, but that are put online for grifting points and only apologizing when you get community noted so you can no longer make money off of that post. And then also making fake documents or fake BioWare employees because you know good and well that nobody's actually going to fact check you because you made it up. There's no facts to be checked because it's an anonymous source. So that's where I'm drawing the line on some of this stuff. I'm drawing the line on that, on fake information so people can profit heavily off of their point of, off of grifting, you know, off of whatever, you woke, broke, go broke, whatever. That's where I'm at. And another problem that I have is that it stifles the creativity of talking about gaming. Gaming discourse has become so bad now because of grifters. Look at what's happening right now on Steam. On Steam, Metaphor Refantasio launched with what, 80-something thousand peak concurrent users. Everyone was pretty happy with that. Oh, well, that's not a go woke, go broke game because the go woke, go broke audience is too stupid to actually play the game and decipher and understand Metaphor. Okay, so that was great. Metaphor was a success. Dragon Age launches to literally the same numbers, right about the same numbers. They're finding all sorts of ways to say that it's bad, to say that it's underselling, to say that it's not good, even though it broke a BioWare record. Seems like BioWare is happy with the Steam, launch. Even they have their own EA PC player, so people are playing it on there as well. Obviously, Dragon Age is big on console too, so people are buying it on console. People are playing it there, but they're finding ways to make money and to try to push their narrative, whether it's one side or the other, and that's where I'm drawing the line on. It's not actual conversation on X, Y, and Z. It's that you're finding every single possible way, through hook or through crook, to make money off of your ideology, and I'm drawing the line on fake sources and fake information. If you want to have intelligent conversation on that, be my guest. Feel free. But if you're going to grift to profit off of it with fake employees and fake documents, I'm going to say I'm going to call BS, or I'm going to call show me your source. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to call prove it, because that's what these people do. These people, I can't trust them because they share fake information and false things all the time. They also defend racists. They defend racism and racists, and they do really shady, weird things. So I can't sit here in good faith and say that they're trying to have real conversations about what's good or bad when they're constantly doing things that undermine that in general. Now, once again, if you want to have intelligent conversation on X, Y, and Z topic, we've had that here. And I've said, hey, that's legitimate. I feel that's right. But that's not what's happening with a lot of these people, the biggest people in this grifting game. That's not what's happening. They're making up things for points, and they're laughing all the way to the bank. They're laughing all the way to the bank at it, and I'm sorry, I'm calling a spade until I see proof. Because a lot of them fake stuff, a lot of them are fakers, they're liars, and they're literally profiting off of your rage. They're sitting back, You're getting nothing, and they're profiting heavily off of your rage. It's insane. And video game nuance and video game conversation and discourse has completely went to the gutter because of some of these people, you know, completely. Skullfan, thank you so much for the support though, man. Holy smokes. I appreciate that. Holy smokes. Let's see. OJ, I got a question about RGT video switch to next year. Do you fully agree with them? Yes or no? It's possible. Do Aloy though? Alien, I want to chat about it. They make her look like a scrub. Why? What, Aloy? I mean, she's in a post-apocalyptic world with robot dinosaurs. I don't know if they have any time for makeup and all that there, right? I played Black Myth Wukong. I made a couple videos about it. Check it out when you get the opportunity, Jason. Hey, what's up, Mark Lowe? Just got here. One of the main things of Definitive Edition is the option to turn off the flight music when flying skells. We'll see what different options that they have in there. Yeah, I know Alien or Aloy's not fat though. Aloy's not fat in the game, so I don't know what's going on there. Exactly, while lying to you. So yeah, Grums, did he get the docu from someone else or did he make it? It's fake. It doesn't matter if he made it himself or if it's wherever he got the document from. It's fake. It's fake, and we all know it's fake. And on top of that, here's the problem that I have with these grifters. They'll sit here and sit there and say, yeah, Grums, look at that, yeah. Grums will call out people who are journalistic and say they have no journalistic integrity, while he can't take 2 seconds to reach out to Colin Moriarty or Mr. Matty Plays about that document. Hey man, is this real or not? He can't take 2 seconds. You know why he can't take 2 seconds to reach out to them? Because he's trying to make money. That's the reason why. Because he knows it's fake, he knows it's bogus, and he's trying to make money. That's the reason why. Because if he reaches out to them and they say that it's fake, he has to put in there, hey, this is 100% fake. And then people would ask, why are you sharing it if you already reached out to those 2 sources and they said that it's not real? That's not true. See what I'm saying? But he puts up the document saying, it's not a conspiracy, it's true. You didn't even check with the people that are on the document, yet you're calling out other journalists for lack of integrity? This guy has zero integrity, and you guys are watching his videos. You guys are retweeting it. Not you guys here, but these people are retweeting. He has zero integrity. Zero integrity. But you guys are propping this guy up? He couldn't take 3 seconds to DM them and say, hey man, I got this document. Is this true or not? Of course he didn't. And he only, like I said, he only came out and said that it's not true because his own grifting buddies were telling him this looks bad, and he got community noted. When you get community noted, you can't make money. Funny how you get community noted, all of a sudden, you come out and say, hey guys, it looks like it's not true. You said it was true in the document, but then you also said it might be, I'm leaning towards it being fake. Which one is it? You can't say it's not a conspiracy, it's true, and then 5 seconds later say, well, it might be a rumor. This guy's a moron. He has no integrity, and that's how you know it's about money. You can't do that. And you're talking about, he has lost his right to talk about integrity with journalism. He's lost his right. That right there is, you've lost all right to talk about integrity. You have none. Clip this, send it to him. I don't think he's gonna care. He runs from Colin Moriarty. He's a bitch. He runs from Colin Moriarty, okay? Like a lot of these grifters do. They go back to their echo chambers, sitting here, making undertone, racist, and weirdo type of conversations. They run to their echo chambers. Colin Moriarty invites him on. What does he do? Run away scared. Because that's the type of guy that he is. And this is one of the biggest people in this grifting, anti-woke. This is the type of person that y'all propping up. Some of these guys are propping up. What a fraud. A complete fraud. Crybaby. Weirdo. And then he just goes to moving the goalposts with Dragon Age all weekend. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, so he admitted it was fake? Yes, he admitted it was fake. If you couldn't tell by the document, yes. He admitted it was fake. He admitted it was fake. It was a fake Dragon Age document. It was fake. Creative freedom is vital, regardless if you like something or not. It really is. And a lot of these people are trying to enforce how games should be 100%. Now, once again, here's how I see that we should do it. This is the right way to get it done. If you have a problem with something, you call that out specifically in that way. You don't build a whole network around making up fake information, making up fake employees, making up fake conversations, trying to bash the game in general overall to try to prove some type of point with little to no actual reason or logic. These are the type of things that these people are doing. It is not done in good faith. It's not done in good faith at all. I can't, it's just not, because these are fake. I need proof. I need actual proof, you know? Speaking of pronouns, the fantasy setting, I mean, I could shapeshift into a woman and become anything. I totally forgot to go by they and them. Yeah. Let's see here. Xeno X is looking really fire. I have a legit question about watching you on different devices. Would it benefit you if I had it running on my phone, PC, tablet? I'm not 100% sure if it would or not, Puchata. I'm really not sure. So yeah. Aloy needs some lip filler for real. That's funny. Oh man. Let's see here. Drama, hate, supercells. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Not all anti-woke are racism, but some are. I never said all are. But what was the controversy that we had the other day with that guy, the spear chucker guy? Yeah, Grums was in that podcast. Smash JT was in that podcast. Some of the biggest guys in the whole anti were in that podcast, and on top of that, they defended him afterwards. Smash JT defended him in a separate podcast when somebody they defended him. So they defend that, okay? So it was so bad that Osmond Gold actually had to come out and say, "Hey guys, this is racist." You know, when he says it, oh my gosh, you know, you know something's racist if he comes out and says that it's racist. Cause yeah, so I'm not gonna say he's racist, but I mean, let's just keep it a buck. I mean, like, if you heard some of the stuff, if you could just, let's just say somehow you could hear some of the stuff that his audience probably says when nobody's watching, I can guarantee you probably a lot of them are probably racist. Probably a lot of them are racist, you know? So yeah. I'm so glad I say ignorant on 99% of these controversies. Sounds like a bunch of hot air. It is. But the problem is that it's becoming more and more fake. Like I said, intelligent conversation, videos directed towards, hey, I don't like this because X, Y, and Z. And even if you want to add your own political grift, quote unquote, or political edge to it, if you're a right winger or left winger or up winger or down winger or horizontal winger or vertical winger or diagonal winger or circle winger, I don't care what winger, what P-wing, wings of redemption, I don't care, pilot wings, Kid Icarus wings, I don't care what wing you want to wing, chicken wings, I don't care, okay? I don't care. But at the same time, stop making up fake information. Because I'm going to get more aggressive on calling out fake stuff. If they want to profit off of that, I see a lot of people on Twitter trying to fight back against these guys, not making any videos, not profiting off of it. If they need someone to come here and bring back normal conversation and take that hate and breath that comes with it, I might have to fill that void. Because it's getting to the point where it's out of control. It's out of control, and we're not talking about the games and what's good and bad about the games. We are making up things. We are faking documents in order to push narratives. That is not where we should be going at this point. That is not where we should be going at this point. Fake documents. Think about this for a second, guys. Fake NDAs. Fake NDAs. How messed up is that? How messed up is that someone thinks that it's okay to share a fake document without checking the sources? That's how lax, that's how comfortable these people have gotten on misinformation. They've gotten so comfortable that there are people named in a document and they don't even feel like checking to see if it's accurate first. That's how comfortable they are making money off of morons. Think about that for a second. I would never share something, no legitimate person, journalist, would never share something that specifically mentioned certain people's name and not at least reach out for a comment to see what they have to say first. But they've gotten so comfortable on making money on lies that they feel I can put out sources or I can put out information that names people, and oh well, that's how comfortable some of these people are with lying. It's out of control. It's out of control. Sicilian with the $2 says, mods, ban anybody talking about Wings of Redemption. Thank you for the $2, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 2. Let's go. That's definitely a big L for Guns. He'll lose trust. He won't. Guess what? He's gotten more followers. He's gotten more money from people who are still following. He didn't lose anything. There's no actual consequence or repercussion because it's a cult. Because these people are part of a cult. When you're part of a cult, your leader can do no wrong. And whenever he does something very wrong, it's okay. We make mistakes. It's all right. Because these people are cult mentality. This is a cult. It is not even more about it is a cult community. Gundam Winger, Deborah Winger. Oh my god, sounds like borderline defamation to me. What you're saying? No, it's not quite defamation. Because I mean, EA, if they really wanted to go after them, EA could, but it's not quite defamation yet. I mean, it would be hard to prove in court, you know, that. Now, if he never took it down and if he continued to push that narrative and didn't apologize and all that, then I would say, yeah, like defamation maybe could be into play. But I don't think so. Not with what we know right now. No, that'd be hard to prove in court, you know? So that would be hard to prove. Almost 300,000 of them bought Dragon Age playing for 6 minute review bombed it and refund. They were all losers. I don't recall 300,000 people playing Dragon Age. Model something just says he's not racist. Who's not racist? Who's not racist? Specify. Let's see here. Let's see again. Isn't that illegal? Someone from BioWare could just charge him for false allegations and faking documents. No, I mean, he says that it's a rumor that he got it from somewhere, so he can also like prove that, hey, I just saw this. So that's also freedom of press a bit. But yeah, defamation comes to the point where you can like actually prove and that person doubles down on fake information or whatever that negatively affects your bottom line or negatively affects you or gets hate sent towards your way. Like it has to be a well-documented thing. Like I just don't, and defamation is very hard to prove in court. So I just think that it's not Pro Wings. I remember Pro Wings. My mom bought, I couldn't afford them back. I couldn't afford the Nikes and all that back in the day. We had to buy, I had to go with the Pro Wings back then, right? Those shoes, like you take one step on a gravel basketball court, the whole shoe would just melt away, bro. Pro Wings, those shoes would just be gone after like a week. Those Pro Wings would just evaporate, bro. I remember one time I was playing basketball and I had my Pro Wings on. I'm trying to dribble on the gravel, dude. I slid and I swear my whole damn soul almost went with my shoe, bro. My shoes were talking. They were talking. They were like, hello. They were like, hello. What's going on? You know, so yeah. Shout outs to the Pro Wings. Shout outs to Mama Essence. I appreciate you. I did have a new clean pair of Pro Wings every single, you know, half year. I get the new clean pair of Pro Wings. $12.99. Let's go. $12.99 Pro Wings. Making a racist joke is stupid, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are racist. Still tasteless. I did not. I said that they are were with someone that made a racist thing. So they have a racist situation, and they were all in the same group with a person that said something racist, and then they defended the racism. So not all of them, but Smash JT in general, in that Spear Chucker comment, defended the racism. So I'm not saying that they're all 100% racist or something, but he did defend the racist comment. He did. And they also are in a podcast where that person's being racist. You know what I'm saying? So take that information how you want to take that information. But I take it as, yeah, some of them are okay with racist stuff. Like, if it was me, and if someone says something crazy racist, I don't want to associate with that person. I'm done with them. but none of those people are done with that person. They're okay with it at the end of the day. They're okay with it. So if you have no consequences for somebody who says racist things and they get your video taken down, the video got taken down, I personally wouldn't associate with that type of person. If they're going to get my content taken down and they're going to also defend racism, you know, making racist comments. So that's just me though. That's just me. Let's see here. They enabled it. They're enabling it. You're enabling it. Let's just say I have a friend that comes on the show and he says something racist and my video gets taken down and I say, oh, it's okay. You can come right back on. And by the way, no apology for the racism. So no apology, never apologize, actually double down on it. Double down on the racism. They didn't even apologize. Now, if they apologize, that's one thing, but they didn't even apologize. They actually doubled down on the racism. You're enabling it. Clearly, you're okay with it. No apology, double down on it, and defend the person that said it. And one of the defense was, hey, people got really upset at that part of racism. They're not here all the other times when I make other racist jokes. How come they're so mad about this racist joke? I'm racist all the time. That was literally part of the defense, by the way. That was part of, I kid you not. Why were they so mad about this racism? I say racist stuff all the time. That was the part of the defense. So yeah. So anyway, let's see here. Who are we talking about? Some podcast with Smash JT was on and Grums was on, where the dude called the Abu Kar guy, the guy who made the Zao game, you know, for his late father. He said they should be called Spear Chucker Studio, which Spear Chucker obviously a racist slang for African culture spears, tribal mask spears. So that's what he called it. He called it that in the podcast, and none of them really said anything during the podcast. Not that I remember. That was, at least I didn't see the whole podcast, but they were defending it afterwards. And the funny thing is that on Twitter they were all saying, "Hey, make sure you follow us, subscribe." And then the video got taken down. Then they started blocking people who got the video taken down. That was the funniest thing. You know, they were all over the post when people were complaining, saying subscribe, and oh yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing. And then the video got taken down for racism, for violating TOS, because that is a violation of TOS, by the way. That is a violation of TOS. And then all of a sudden they want to start blocking people. That dude started blocking people. You are so brash and boastful when you're making money off of it. The minute you stop making money off of it, all of a sudden you don't want to talk. All of a sudden you got nothing to say. All of a sudden you start blocking people. These people are frauds. They're bitches. I will say that once, I'll say it again. You're fraudulent. You were so big and bad beforehand. Once your videos stop making money, all of a sudden you want to block. You don't want to talk about it. You're done. You're this. You're complaining. You make another video whining. Yeah, you were pretty confident telling people about that till you stopped making money. So yeah. Let's see. Wait, I missed that. They racist as hell. Yeah. I didn't talk about it on stream, but it all goes into part of like me drawing a hard line between actually having intelligent conversation about video games and video game discussion, and grifters trying to make money off of stupidity, off of fake documents, fake NDAs, fake BioWare employees, racist comments, all sorts of stuff, you know. So that's where I'm drawing the line. I don't mind people, whatever, like I said, whatever. You can be right wing, left wing, chicken wing, bingo wings. I don't care. That's not my point. People are going to have different viewpoints on the world. People are going to have different politics. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in an area where there's all sorts of people that have different type of stuff. I don't care. Do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I will not tolerate, or at least I am not going to sit here and defend or say that it's okay to make up documents. Nobody should be, that should have been called out on everybody's of these grifters. They're not making videos on Grums making up a fake document. Where's all the videos on that? I don't see a single video from these from these grifters calling out Grums for making up a fake document. And for what he did, I don't see there hasn't been a single video. Oh, that's your homie. That's why you're not calling him out. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm drawing the line. That's it. So, a person is not one thing. Nobody's perfect. Comments were tasteless and mostly childish. It sadly gives fuel for both sides to take away from the discussion what's needed. Exactly. Big love to once again Skull Fan, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for everything. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty messed up, man. So yeah, it's pretty messed up, but it is what it is. Listen, jokes can be jokes. It is what it is, right? Like, I'm not like, oh, so closed off, or I'm not so whatever, but that wasn't a joke. That was like legitimately him just saying something racist. Like, it wasn't a joke. Like, there was no joke or like hook, line, and sinker. There was no joke. It was just the dude being racist. You know, that's it. So I love African history and mythology, folklore. Africa is so diverse. The history is significant. Unfortunately, a lot of African history was destroyed by invaders. Yeah, a lot of it was. Imagine all the different stuff that could have happened. Or Civil War, you know. Civil War has destroyed a lot of different things as well. Civil War, outside wars, interfering with it, all sorts of stuff. Man, I wonder what type of different secrets and stuff would have been found at this point. Yeah. I like Smash. I hope he's not racist. I've never seen racist. I'm not saying Smash JT's racist. I'm not saying that he's racist. I don't think that he in particular is like racist, you know? I don't think he is. Now, do I feel that he might have some particular, like, he defended a racist. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit there but it's probably his friend, right? It's his friend, it's whatever. But it's also his meal ticket as well. Like, you don't want to apologize. You don't want to let people know that you're like defending a racist. And you know that if you go against the grain on what most of those people think in there, that could be a problem, right? So once again, I think he's playing it up to the audience that he has. If before in the back of the day, if we were in a podcast and somebody said that, Smash JT would absolutely disagree with that person. And I know for a fact that he would not sit there and defend that. He would say something differently, but he's got a certain audience now. So therefore he has to go in line with that audience. So I don't think he's like a racist or anything like that. Do I think that there's some things that are questionable? Like, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do I think that there's some things that are questionable that can be borderline like racist? Absolutely. But I don't think he's like some type of, Nazi, Hitler, racist or something like that. No, I don't think that. But I mean, like, there's that, like, defending that is not good. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. Says I like Smash, but he gives way too much credit to way too much credit to Grums. I mean, it is what it is. He's his fair weather friend to speak. Okay. People should uphold good values. I know that's how a lot of it goes. Well, you can't uphold good values when you have to make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are, like, when in this business, in this YouTube, lies, deception, tinkering with the facts, making up stuff in the grifting business, I mean, honesty and integrity are little to none. So you can't maximize your revenue by having good values, because they're sharing fake documents. They're sharing they've got fake employees, fake documents, fake things. Every day there's some type of new leak, some type of new, oh my God, it's somebody. There's always some type of fake thing every day, bro. Every day. And listen, guys, and I mirrored this. So it's not like I'm attacking. I don't know if John wants me to even have this as the Spawncast. It has the label if I'm going to talk like this. Every single day, I'll probably change it next time. I probably won't use it if I'm going to talk like this. Every single time that I did the same thing with the fake rumors, right? The fake Nintendo Switch rumors. So once again, I mean, I don't like to repeat myself over and over, but for the people that are new, every single day there's some type of new, wow, fake, made up, whatever Nintendo Switch, like bottom of the barrel, reach for the star, stretch arms, Stretch Armstrong, you know, Mr. Fantastic, like Cat Dog, I don't know, Nickelodeon goo, some type of reach, stretch, you know, tall man, Wimbinyama, some type of reaching video on Switch 2, on rumors, on this, and I called it like I see it. I call a spade a spade. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm seeing the reach, I'm seeing the Stretch Armstrong, I'm just seeing people making up things every single day for content. It ain't real. Danny, thank you for the subscription. It ain't real. Yeah, Oblina. Give me all your stretching, guys. Oblina, Stretch Armstrong, Mr. Fantastic. Who else? Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget having ass, like all these reaching and stretching. You know, like, bruh, come on, like, come on, dude. It's a joke. Let's see here. It's a complete joke. Y'all remember Inspector Gadget? Like, Inspector Gadget, like, all this. Just do it, stretch his damn neck all over the place. Grumps be looking kind of like Inspector Gadget too, bro. If he put on that hat and trench coat, I probably swear, yo, is that Inspector Gadget over there? Dude be looking like Inspector Gadget. But I mean, like, all this reaching and stretching, about as dumb as Inspector Gadget too. All this reaching and stretching and all this stuff that's happening, man. It's like, it's like, what is going on? Players, since a YouTuber told me that if you denounce DEI, Nintendo will announce the Switch 2 early. I should know. I gave them I should know. I gave them $200. Okay. Yeah, Dalsim. That's a good one. How could I forget Dalsim? Hell yeah, Dalsim is reaching. Placid Man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's just the reaching is just too much, man. It's just too much. Shout outs to Oblina. My favorite, if you watched All Real Monsters, put your favorite monster in the chat. My favorite is it Ickis? I think it's Ickis. I don't know why. I think because he just get huge. And I thought that was super cool and I liked the design. But yeah, I think it was Ickis. I'm not sure. Let me make sure I double check on that name. Put your favorite All Real monster in the chat. All Real monster. I think his name is Ickis. I think it's Ickis. 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 They're like Ick. Yeah, All Real Monsters was legit, man. I used to watch that show all the time. They need a reboot. The fact that it only ran from 1994 to 1997 is crazy, considering how good the show was. How'd that show only get 3 years of run? That's wild, but I remember watching it and people thinking that it was very good. How'd that show only get 3 years? That's nuts. They gotta bring that one back. So yeah. OJ, you good? RGT's after show. Oh yeah, that's true. He did have the after show. Nothing I've said here is that bad. So Min, yeah, some arms Min up in here, bruh. Let's see about Smash JT. I think he started being a grifter after his take on Nintendo. Delayed Advance Wars switched due to the Russian-Ukraine war. He was one of the few that say it was a bad idea. I mean, there was other people who felt that was, but I'm not sure if it was then. It might have been before then, but I'm not sure. Seth from Street Fighter 4 kind of stretch, yeah. that and Angry Beavers need to come back. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't as big of a fan of Angry Beavers, Mark, but I did like Angry Beavers. Like, I thought it was okay, but I thought All Real Monsters was a lot better than Angry Beavers. For me, it's like All Real Monsters, Dexter's Lab, top of the top right there. I love Rugrats. That show was goated. Johnny Bravo. That show was really good. Yeah, like that show was legit, bro. I love that show. Yeah, Johnny Bravo. All those shows were like all those old school Nicktoons and cartoons are dope. Yeah, Dexter's Lab is like goated. That's probably like my favorite old school show is probably like Dexter's Lab, like old school, like that early 90s, mid 90s cartoon, like cartoon or like Nicktoons. It probably was Dexter's Lab and Rugrats. I probably, if I had to pick two, Dexter's Lab and Rugrats were like my two favorites. Like one from Cartoon Network, one from Nickelodeon. Ed, Edd, and Eddy is really good. I was a bit older once Ed, Edd, and Eddy started, so it wasn't necessarily my wheelhouse, but I do like Ed, Edd, and Eddy. I did watch it and I do like it, but I was older by the time that show really got going, because that show went for a long time. That was like, what was it, 14 years for Ed, Edd, and Eddy? Ed, Edd, and Eddy. Like, I think that show went for, when did it start? It started in 1999, so that was the first episode, and then the final episode was 2008, so it went for about 10 years, right? 10 years. That's a long time for like a cartoon, like outside of like Simpsons and Flintstones. That's a long time for like a cartoon or a thing like that. Most of them don't go for that long. So yeah, Ed, Edd, and I was already a bit older, like I was a bit younger in the like 80s and early 90s and all that, but like yeah, by 99 I was already kind of older, so I didn't really like catch on to Ed, Edd, and Eddy from the very beginning. But I did end up watching it and liking it. I thought it was good. I thought it was solid. So yeah. Let's see, like Grum's situation. Yeah, these grifters, of course, they're ignoring it. They're moving the goalposts. The journalists are lying and stuff. Yeah, of course, because they're protecting their messiahs, which is crazy. Shout out to Focus on Me. Crumbs, that stinky armpit monster. Yeah, Crumbs or whatever. He was the stinky armpit guy, and he held his eyes in his hands, which was nuts. So he was good for like stealth and reconnaissance or recon missions, because what he would do, he would roll his eye. This was such a goated idea. He would take his eyes and he would roll it on the ground and would look around on where they need to go and what they need to do. It was a goated idea. It's like, yo, this guy has the ultimate recon. He can just throw his eyes, but then sometimes they would pick his eyes up and like humans would pick his eyes up and he'd be like, what? It's an eye. They'd be like, ah! And it was so funny when he would lose his eyes. But imagine holding your eyes in your hands. Like, imagine if you actually held your eyes in your hands. Like, just imagine that. That's just so weird, dude. But there might be something one of these days, who knows, some type of animal or some type of thing that holds their eyes in their hands. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh, that's just so weird. That'd be so weird if you can just go pop and just go, whew. And then you can see all the way over there. Like, you leave one eye over here, you leave one eye over there. You got like a built-in camera. It's crazy. Yeah, he would hold his eyes in his hands. Let me give you guys a visual so you guys know. Let's see here. Real. So for those who didn't watch it, so yeah, he would hold his hands in his eye, or hold his eyes in his hands. So this is I think this is just a drawing, but these were the three that I'm talking about. So this is Oblina. She can stretch. That's Oblina. This is Ickis. That's my favorite. He can get really big, so he can just like expand his body. He's a wimp. He can't do nothing. Like, he can't fight or nothing like that, but he gives the impression. And essentially, they're part of a monster academy, right? The premise of the show is that they're part of a monster academy, and in order to keep them alive, they need to keep the fear just enough in people that they believe that they're real. If people stop believing in monsters, they will all fade away. So that was the whole premise of the show. There's an academy in the sewers where they teach people how to scare people really quickly, then get away. They go through toilets, okay? They come up through the toilet or through the sewers. They scare people real quick and then run away. And then they say, that's not real. Monsters aren't real. So kind of like the premise of the show is like, there's monsters under your bed. Well, yeah, they're really there, but they're not there all the time. They're just there sometimes to scare you real quick and then go away. And then when the parents come and look, like, hey, was there a monster there? There's nobody there. Nothing happened. You know, so they're not there to hurt you. They're just there to scare you to believe in them. Otherwise, they all fade away. But anyway, that's Grums or whatever his name. Crumbs. He's sticky. Grums. That's Crumbs or whatever his name is. He holds his eyes in his hands, and he can just throw the eyes and I guess they don't get dirt on them or nothing. But yeah, he just holds them. And that's it. But yeah, this show's goated, man. It looks stupid. I know it looks dumb by looking at these people, but it's actually a really good show. It's a really good cartoon. I think Jordan Fringe did a video on All Real Monsters, so check out Jordan Fringe's video on All Real Monsters. It's really good. It's a really good show. But yeah, it only ran from 94 to 97, 4 seasons. That's crazy. Maybe they didn't want to wear out their welcome with the show. Sounds like what Monster University should have been. Maybe. I never watched Monsters University, so yeah. Let's see. And like you said, the only grifter that is actually racist is Quartering. LOL. But even the Quartering, he's more like dumb than being racist. He's racist. I think he's a bit racist, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, he would roll him like dice, or he'd roll him like a freaking bowling ball. He'd go. I gotta watch. I don't think I ever watched the last episode of All Real Monsters. I think we should do a watch party for the last episode of All Real Monsters. Maybe on Twitch or something like that. We should definitely do that for the last, because I don't remember. I think I did watch the last episode, but it was like 30 years ago now, because it ended in 97. So I'm almost positive that I did watch it. I remember being upset when I found out that there was no more new episodes, but I don't remember exactly when in the 90s that I was upset. But shows would end all the time, and we didn't have internet like that, so we didn't know when the shows end. Like, a lot of times they would end the show and there was no news on it. We would just watch reruns, and then we'd just be waiting for the new show, like, oh, when there's gonna be a new season. Okay, well, whatever. Or they would just scramble the episodes, where they just play one episode from season this. They wouldn't go in order when a show ended. They would just play random episodes. So I think Rugrats did that too at times. Yeah, so I remember being upset when I found out there was no more new episodes. I think I saw it on like a blog post, like on a message board somewhere, like a ghetto message board for video games and cartoons back in the day, and somebody said, oh yeah, like All Real Monsters, there's no more episodes. And I thought that they were lying. I was like, what? Why? And this was, like I said, this was like late 90s. This was like probably like 97, 98 that I saw this, and I was like, huh? No more new episodes? No, the show's great. Everybody watches it. Everybody talks about All Real Monsters, you know? So yeah. Ickis is the homie, man. He's the homie. He's great. Definitely down for All Real Monsters. Yeah, I just want to watch the last episode. So I just want to watch the last episode of it, and just to see what happened, because like I said, I'm pretty sure that I watched it, but I don't remember what I said. Like, I don't remember what was in the episode. Like, I remember the show, but I don't remember everything in the show. It was just too long ago. Like, I watched it way too long ago, and there's too many things that have happened since then. I mean, I'm old now, and like, I have kids, and you know, life is so different than what it was in the mid 90s, man. The mid 90s was a trailblazing period of just danger, but also excitement for video games and other stuff. Whereas today's day, I don't know, man. There's just something about the modern day that I like. I like modern stuff. Like, modern stuff is cool, but there's something about in today's day that I don't like. There's something about the present right now at this point, this newer age, that I just dislike. I don't know what it is, but I can't put my finger on it. But like, there's just something that I don't like. Maybe I'm old, and maybe that's what old people do. Maybe that's how you know when you're getting old. But there's just something about today's day that I don't know, man. I don't vibe with everything, man. I don't vibe with it 100%. I don't know. What do you guys think? For those that are 25, 30 years or older, you guys think today's day is better, or did you guys vibe with the past before? Let me know in the chat. There's no sauce these days. I mean, yeah, there's like, it feels that way. It feels like, I mean, you know, you grew up back in the day, bro. You had like crisscross gonna make you wanna jump. Like, you got people wearing clothes backwards. You got all sorts of weird stuff. In today's day, what do you got, man? You don't got none of that. Like, it's like, it seems like being whack is a way to get you popular. Like, Taylor Swift is whack. Her music is not great. And she's like the greatest thing, she's like the greatest thing since sliced bread to people. And I'm thinking, how? literally, I tried to listen, bro. This music is ass. And people, she's a billionaire. Everybody thinks she's the greatest thing ever. I'm thinking, this would have never, what? This would have never been great in the 90s or like back in the day. Like when you had actual real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how in today's day, you got all these people that are trash, Ice Spice, all this stuff that's just garbage. And somehow it's good and people think it's like goated. I don't get it, man. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. So the 90s felt like a simpler time, but maybe just being younger at the time. Yeah, I think when you're younger, things are simple because you have your family or people taking care of you, so things are naturally simpler. But I do think that, yeah, it was simpler in terms of technology and all that, you know. So yeah. Let's see here. Oh no, OJ gonna disappear after the Swifties catch him. The Swifties do not care about me saying whatever about Taylor Swift. They do not care. They've heard it all. My opinion on Taylor Swift is irrelevant. Like, so it really does not matter what I think about Taylor Swift. You know, whether I think she's trash at the music, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't think she's a bad person. I think she's fine. You know, I think she's a fine person. Like, no, not like looks. I mean, she's okay. I'm not hating on her looks or nothing, but I just think she's an okay individual. I don't think she's a bad person. She's not breaking any laws or anything or not doing anything bad. So I don't have anything against her. I just think that the music's garbage. I just think that it's trash. It's not very good. And people treat her like she's freaking Michael Jackson, dude. People treat her like she made Thriller or she made freaking Billie Jean or Beat It or freaking doesn't matter if you're black or white or freaking all the bangers that people treat her better like she was like Mike Jackson or something like that, or like Prince, or like, you know, like, which is, or like the freaking Beatles, you know. Let's see. Plus, you're younger, things are brand new, they still feel better. Yeah. In the 90s, everything was extreme, so all the boundaries have already been pushed. Now they're just a weak parody. Okay, yeah. Yeah. For a 52-year-old, I tell stories of eminence of the past, says William. People are growing up functionally illiterate. David, bro. Reading comprehension is at an all-time low. Once I heard saying stuff like skibbity, I knew the generation was over. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. Back in the days, everything was better. People, environment, community, games, etc. I mean, yeah, there's definitely an argument to be made there. 90s techno was the best electro. 90s, I think, had some of the best music, just point blank. 80s and 90s. To me, 80s and 90s had some of like the best music, bro. Vanilla Ice, go ninja, go ninja, go. Ice, ice, baby. I want you guys to do your homework. Read the lyrics to Ice, Ice, Baby, and it's not what you expect. I remember listening to it back in the day, and I just heard a really catchy tune. I'm like, yeah, it's just a white dude dancing. Oh my goodness, the lyrics in that song are crazy. I don't know if my parents would have been down with me if they actually were paying attention to the lyrics in that song. But that song's actually kind of crazy. Anyway, Vanilla Ice. Shout outs to Vanilla Ice. The Turtles movies. There was sauce, bro. There was plenty of sauce. Shout outs to Nizuri. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Remember, guys, if you have not seen my video talking about the latest update to Monolith Soft, they got a big Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition update. Make sure you guys watch that video. It's kind of blowing up right now. People are really enjoying it. So that's awesome. So I appreciate everybody that's watching. It's kind of blown up past my previous vids. So I appreciate that. So make sure you guys check out that vid if you haven't seen it. I'm going to link it for you guys. So put it in your watch later. Make sure you check it out. It talks about potentially having 32 players online. So you guys are going to want to watch that. And potentially the link to the Nintendo playtest and Nintendo linking or Nintendo testing out things in that playtest confirmed or linked to Nintendo Switch Online and Xenoblade Chronicles X. So yeah, it's pretty cool video. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, make sure you guys check it out. I think on my channel I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight videos on Xenoblade Chronicles X since October 29th. So when was that? Was that 3 days ago? Then October. That was Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago. So we on the Xenoblade tear right now. OJ, I might buy X twice physically, which I always do, and also get digitally. That's always ready on my console. Since I've spent hundreds of hours on Xeno games, it's easy to justify. Oh, absolutely. That's what I've kind of said before. Is like sometimes like when you know that you're gonna play a game for like 100+ hours and maybe you're going to take a break and switch it with something else, it's always good to have those games digital. Then of course if you want a physical copy, you can wait for a discount later down the line, or you can do something else. So that's kind of what I do. If I don't get a review copy from Nintendo or whatever the case is, like I'll usually, or if I get it, I usually get a review copy. I'll just wait a bit, then I'll buy the physical version later, or I'll sometimes even buy it right then and there, like Paper Mario, you know. So yeah, always watch the Xeno Monolith Soft vids. Yes sir. Hip hop back in the 90s was so much more diverse. Snoop Dogg, Snoop and Dre, Wu-Tang, A Tribe Called Quest, Outkast, Nas, underground groups. Yes, absolutely, I agree. I liked all those too. Me personally, if you were after 84 and not from NY, I don't want to hear you from the rap pop type. I can forgive. I mean, I was West Coast, so yeah. Taylor Swift feels very specific audience and definitely not for me. Yeah, it's definitely not for you. It's definitely not for you. The funniest thing is Travis Kelce acting like he likes Taylor Swift's music. That's the funniest thing. It's like this dude was all about the rap and all that type of, now all of a sudden you're a Taylor Swift fan. That's cap. Then not all of a sudden you're Taylor. Not all of a sudden you're over here Taylor rocking Taylor. That's cap, bro. You just wanted to date her. That's cap. So yeah, West Coast rap, hip hop into the mainstream. I mean, obviously, definitely. He don't like that garbage. He just, I mean, but you gotta support. I mean, I'll say this: there are times like when you might not like something, but then you meet somebody that you really like, and then maybe you start to adapt to what they do. So there is that. So I can't sit here and say that it's impossible that he doesn't like that, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening to her music like that beforehand. I mean, obviously he knew who she was. Everybody knows who she is. She's a famous musician, but I doubt he was really actually like listening like that, you know. So yeah, it's probably a Kanye fan. Yeah. I think the Travis Kelce and Taylor relationship is more of an arrangement than a genuine relationship. I mean, when you're rich and successful, I mean, sometimes you want to be with other people that are rich and successful. I think, you know, Travis Kelce, you know, he's the type of guy, obviously tall, football player, good looking guy. He can probably get most of what he wants at any time, right? So I think, yeah, he looked at it and he's like, hey, this might be a girl that I can eventually settle down with, you know, and, you know, everything. Plus there's other things that I don't want to talk about with that, you know, in terms of before with his previous relationship. But I mean, yeah, I think he was really looking to get with someone that he knows. It's like, hey, look, financially, we're going to be set, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We're going to be set financially. We're going to be, and I can just like, you know, just be, you know, be more this type, be in this type of circle, right? Because when you're with Taylor Swift, you go into a whole new bracket of people, and it gives you more opportunities to do what you might want to do after your career. So I definitely think he was thinking about that, which is fine. I mean, rich people do this all the time. This is a common thing for rich and famous people to do, like to get with someone that is also that, to put themselves in certain circles and to give them opportunities. Also, if you're going to have kids, to give your kids all the best opportunities that you can have as well. So, I mean, I don't mind that at all. Like, that's fine, you know? But yeah, I mean, Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend doesn't give him the opportunities that Taylor Swift gives him. See what I'm saying? So that's the reason why he never put a ring on that one, because she does not give him the opportunities that somebody like Taylor Swift would give him. So yeah, I mean, which is, once again, it's their life. You can't sit there and say one's good or bad or one's this or that. All you got to say is like, okay, yeah, that's his decision. You know, that's what he wanted to do. And if you look at it, obviously he's getting a bunch of opportunities. Look at all the new things. He's got his own game show that he's hosting. These are the type of things that you can get in on when you're with somebody like Taylor Swift. She's going to open up a lot more opportunities for you with a certain type of America too. Now you have a bunch of screaming 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, you know, maybe some 40-year-old women. Now you have a whole audience of women that are willing to spend money on you. You see what I'm saying? So now when you're done with your football, because he's coming near the end, he's got $100 million deal with this podcast with his brother. A lot of those Swifties watch that podcast. You see what I'm saying? A lot of those Swifties watch that podcast when he does his show, his TV show that he's got. A lot of those Swifties are going to tune in just for him. you know, because he's with Taylor Swift. So that's fine. Like, if that's the route that he wants to go, there's nothing wrong with that. Trying to set yourself up, you know, to be good, you know, generational wealth. So yeah. Yeah, Sharks, let's not get into that. I know what you. Let's just stay away from that. Let's stay away. Listen, guys, it is what it is, right? Like, it is what it. But listen, bro, that's why sometimes, man, when you're some of these girls, bro, you gotta see what you gotta see what it is for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, find yourself the brother that you need to find. You know? So I mean, it is what it is. So it happens, man. I know you left it alone. I'm just saying. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not bringing it up. Man. I'm not bringing it up. I'm leaving it alone. Let's see. Renato says, gonna go back and rewatch the stream about these fake NDA nonsense. Yeah, we talked about it. We had a good discussion on it. I thought it was good. So yeah. Let's see here. Shout outs though, guys. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for coming out to tonight's stream. I really do appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button yet, make sure you hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming, that we are out here tonight, man. So I do appreciate that. If you have questions, we're going to go ahead and open up the Q&A section, Q&A portion, or if you have comments on different things, or if you want to discuss any of the NDA stuff or anything that we discussed earlier, feel free to let me know in the chat, man. I'm more than happy to discuss all of this stuff with you guys. So I do appreciate it. Been a pretty crazy night tonight. So thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Taylor Swift's popularity has definitely contributed to her ability to song making. Most of the popular artists don't believe that don't have to be the best singer nowadays. They just know how to. Definitely, Taylor Swift's popularity has definitely contributed on her ability on song making. So her songs are good. I've listened to her songs. I don't find them to be very good. But, I mean, if that's how you feel, and once again, I'm stupid because I'm not the one with the billions of dollars and millions of fans raging over them in concerts. So I don't think her music's very good and her songwriting's very good. I don't think it's very good. But once again, my opinion is irrelevant. Objectively, it seems like she is very good. You know, she's very good at what she does, right? Objectively, but I don't think she's very good at it. I don't think her music's very good. But then once again, I'm stupid. I don't know what my head from my butt when it comes to songwriting and all that. So she's better than me. You know, she's 10 times better than I'll ever be at music. So I can call a spade and give credit where credit is due. I just don't think it sounds very good. That's just me though. You know, that's just me. If she watched my stream, she'd probably think my stream's boring and stupid. So all's well that ends well, right? All's well that ends well. Let's see here. I don't, but that's why I think she's popular. Maybe, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Bro, did some grifters really blame Sublime DEI with Nintendo having to exclude Xenoblade Chronicles Western version of Xenoblade Chronicles X? No, nobody did that here. No, nobody did that here. So who you got? Blockbuster or Hollywood Video? Definitely not Blockbuster. Hollywood Video by a country mile. All right, take it easy. Raya, is it Noblesse? Hey, thank you for coming out to the stream, Raya. I appreciate you, brother. The thing I don't get, they call her music country and pop, and take the country out and just call it pop. There's no country in her music. There's a lot of trash in her. There's a lot of not good sounding in her. Hey, listen, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. So I don't know. People can like it or dislike it. It is what it is. Pete Rock is awesome. Shout outs to Pete Rock. I feel nowadays that some shows are too sensitive and too worried about what to put on kids' channels. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Let's see here. Dilla, Love Japan has a space in my head rent free. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that. I actually don't listen to a lot of music. I don't listen to a ton of different types of music and all of that, you know. I just don't. So yeah. I don't listen to a ton of music. So yeah. That's the thing. So it is what it is, right? Shout outs though, man. Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to the Skull fan, man. I appreciate it. This dude dropped like 10,000 bits today, bro. That's wild. That is wild. That is wild. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. That's crazy. So thank you so much for the support tonight. That's crazy, guys. Keep on asking your questions. If you guys got questions, I've got answers for you guys. So you can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer all of your beautiful, awesome, lovely, elite ninja questions. Let's go. So yeah. Yeah, we're not talking politics here, Nick. So yeah, no politics stuff here, man. So went from country to teen sensation to pop diva. All right. I noticed these grifters always bash Nintendo of America and Treehouse more. Be specific. I think there was some grifting stuff from Nintendo of America that they would get upset because I guess there was like some type of, I don't know if it was actually like a real leaked email or something about what Doug Bowser said, but like, bro, you can't break Nintendo. Nintendo's unbreakable when it comes down to this. Like, it would have went further with these grifters in the Wii U era. In the Wii U era, Nintendo would have been eaten alive by these guys. There would have been a million view videos, but with the Switch era, people don't give a damn, bro. People just want to play games. People just want to have hype and enjoy Nintendo. You got one life to live, man. You don't want to spend it being angry about video games and about Nintendo or about this or about that. So a lot of Nintendo fans do not care. A lot of Nintendo fans aren't terminally online either. A lot of people that play Nintendo, like literally, like, I'll give you guys an example of this. I got a dude that came and cleaned my damn carpets, bro. This guy's not a gamer. This guy's not a online warrior. He's not online at all. And you know, he asked me like, hey man, like, like, cause he saw some video games that I have. He's like, oh yeah, you're a big gamer? And I'm like, yeah. I play games. I talk about them too. Edit videos. He's like, oh yeah, that's cool. He's like, yeah, I play a lot of Switch. I'm like, oh yeah, just Switch. Yeah. I'm like, you have Xbox or PlayStation? He's like, yeah, I got them. But he's like, man, there's too many updates. They take too long. I just like to go home after a long day of cleaning carpets. Cause this dude makes a lot of money cleaning carpets. Cause he's got like a business. He just goes and cleans carpets all day, you know? He's like, I'm just tired after cleaning carpets and all my businesses and everything, or all the businesses that I go to. I just want to play a game. He's like, I just play, and he told me about everything. He's got Smash, he's got Mario Kart. He just pops, like, he hasn't even updated some of them that much. He just pops in the cart and just plays a bit and then falls asleep. You know, he don't got no kids. He don't got, he's got like nieces and nephews, but he don't got no kids or nothing. So he just goes home, in his mid 30s and just plays games. And these are the people that he's buying all the new games when they come out. He bought ARMS. He bought all these new games when they came out, and he doesn't care about all the stuff online. And I'm telling you, that dude right there is like a huge percentage of Nintendo's audience. Just like that dude that just does his job, lives his life, pays his bills, does his taxes, has his normal job or normal family, comes home, plays a little bit of video games, eats some food, and goes to sleep. And then just wakes up. They're not online complaining and whining and tuning into podcasts and all that. Like that is the majority of people who play Nintendo games. So all this stuff in terms of all this whatever, it really falls on deaf ears for most of Nintendo fans, I would say that a large amount of Xbox and PlayStation fans are also like this too. They go to work, they go out there, they do their job, they come back, play some COD, play some Madden a bit, or play some NBA, play with the homies or whatever, play with the kids, play some games, and then they just go to sleep. They eat dinner, they just go to sleep, kiss their wife, whatever, girlfriend, blah, 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 just go to sleep, wake up, and repeat it, rinse and repeat. Every now and then go on their little vacations, do what you got to do, live your life, That's what most people do. Most people on here aren't getting triggered over grums and fake documents, and all. Most people aren't doing that because it's a waste of time. I'm doing it here because this is my job, so this is something I gotta look at and I gotta talk about and discuss of what's real and what's not, because you guys rely on me for good information. So I've taken this path. This is my career, so I gotta be involved in it. But a lot of people don't care about this. Like they don't care at all. That's me. Yeah, a lot of you guys come here because a lot of you guys aren't in all that. A lot of you guys say, I don't even look at Twitter. I'm not even, you guys just come here to talk about video games because you want to just talk about games or hear about games because you guys know I'm a straight shooter. I'm going to tell you how it is. And thank you, Nick, for the subscription. I appreciate that. I'm a straight shooter, so I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm never going to have the huge audience, like, Kai Cenat or like some of these bigger YouTubers I'm probably not going to have that because I am a straight shooter overall. I don't do all the crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, I think that's what makes the audience so good and so dedicated, and people support. You know, even though we don't have these crazy numbers, it's because I am a straight shooter. I'm not one of these drama queens, drama kings, whatever you want to call them, that's gonna sit here and make up fake documents and make up stuff just for the sake of making a buck off of people. You know. So, both sides. I agree. Both sides. You know. What's up, Christian people? Anything crazy I missed? We kind of had a crazy podcast today, so you're probably gonna have to rewatch it. Most gaming consumers just want to play whatever games they're comfortable with and interested enough from advertisers. Exactly. I really don't care about 90% of what these people talk about on Twitter. Exactly. Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, and at the end of the day, I'll say this, guys. Let me also say this. When I turn off this computer, when I go see my boy, when I go see my son, when I'm with my wife or whatever, when I'm out, like I don't really be thinking about stuff. I'm not thinking about these people. I can flip the switch, you know? I can flip the switch, no pun intended, and I can turn on all the stuff talking about this, and I can turn it off as fast as I turn it on, you know? I can go play Metaphor and be engrossed in a game and just be excited to play a game as a regular, normal person, you know? DeAndre with the $2 says, I was super casual gamer before I watched your channel. I still like that. I'm still like that generally. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Champion theme, please. A lot of you guys are. A lot of you guys are not involved in all this nonsense. That's why I have a pretty distinct and different base from like people that talk to me on Twitter and people that are here. A lot of you guys don't do that. And yeah, I would say don't get yourself mixed up into that type of stuff. If there's something, let me filter it and let me make fun of it so I can bring it to you guys in a way that's going to be digestible and fun or interesting. You don't got to go get yourself involved in all that. And a lot of you guys don't want to, don't have the time, don't have the energy, because you guys have your jobs that are actually stressful, that you're out there, you know, that you're out. It's not sitting down talking about video games. I'll never sit here and act like what I do is more difficult or worse than what you guys do. I've heard about you guys' jobs, and a lot of you guys don't want to deal with that nonsense. Let me deal with it and digest it and make it enjoyable for you guys. Let me deal with it. Y'all don't got to worry about it, you know? But a lot of you guys, like I said, a lot of you guys out there got jobs that I respect. You guys are doing way more difficult things than I am, and we need people like you, you know? So shout outs to everybody that's out there doing their thing. I appreciate it. Shout outs to DeAndre with the 215, man. I appreciate you, brother. I don't know if you guys, I think my son was just like, I think he heard, whenever he hears me, he starts talking himself. He's like, I'm going to talk too. I got something to say. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. All right, Pokemon Brilliant. It's like the best thing that ever happened to me. He's like the greatest thing ever, man. Gosh, he's getting so big. He's getting tall. He's getting so tall. So big guy. Pokemon Brilliant and Diamond Shining Pearl theme. All right. What theme are you looking for? Champion theme. Okay. Champion theme. I used to work in a what's it called, in a supermarket as well, and yeah, people can be pretty rough there, man. People can be pretty bad. Let's see here. I only love the drama through live streams. Yeah, that's what I really avoid Twitter for the most part. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. Also, these grifters already been showing and having double standards with the review scores and user scores review bombing. If a game is woke, then it's okay to review bomb. Yeah, it's nonsense. Which there's some laws that are, I think there's some stuff coming up with review bombing that's gonna actually make it illegal to do that, or gonna make it way harder to do review bombing. So yeah, that might change, where that's not gonna be a thing anymore. The review bombing that's happening, you know. So that might be a thing. Shout outs to Lucette. Appreciate you, young lady. Thank you for supporting. How old is your son playing games with me? No, he's not old enough. He's about a year, so a little bit over. So yeah, he's not old enough yet. But I let him hold the Xbox controller. I let him hold the Switch. Like, I let him hold the controllers and let him press buttons and just mess around in games. Like, he just presses buttons in the games and just jumps around with Mario and stuff. So, hold up. Excuse me. So I do let him, you know, see the games, and he's interested whenever I'm playing a game, or whenever, like, if he sees like Mario, or if he sees like games like that, like Mario Kart or whatever, he gets really interested. Like he'll sit down and watch it, you know, or he'll get real close to the TV and want to like look at the game, you know. But I do play some games like with my nephews. My nephews are a bit older. My sister, she has 3 kids, but one of them's not old enough yet. But I have a nephew, 2 nephews, and they play games. They like games a lot. I bought them a Switch Lite, and he plays Mario Kart, and he plays different games on there. On top of his in his tablet, he plays tablet games too. So yeah, a lot of us love video games because they gave us an escape for the hardships of life. It's annoying when these grifters try to turn video game into something else. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the funny thing is that the excuse that they use, that, you know, the games are trying to turn it into something else, you know, and it's like, it's a game, you know, like it's a game. I get it, but there's legitimate conversation and discussion to be had. But yeah, but it is what it is, you know. So they're showing an enhanced version of Bloodborne on the PS4, PS5 Pro enhanced, and it not. And you know, I think maybe this is not the best comparison, but it looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. But this is a blurry, whatever. It looks the same. It doesn't look, you know, it doesn't look to me any better or worse. So this is with it off. This is with it on. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Can you guys tell any? I don't know. I can't tell any difference. And I'm looking at it, like really looking at it. And I don't. Maybe on your TV, on a really big TV. So maybe on a really big TV, I can tell the difference, but I don't see the difference there. So I don't see it at all. So yeah. Yeah, I don't see the difference. Let's see, I saw it earlier on my phone. I couldn't tell. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. I understand not liking a game for having things in it that you don't like people just to learn to ignore those games. They don't care. It's literally that easy. Yeah, but why ignore it when you can make money off of exaggerating, faking documents and all sorts of nonsense? That's why the money part is very important here. The money part is very important here, because this stuff wouldn't be happening if they weren't making money like that, you know? So yeah. So it is what it is on that front. But I'm looking at it in a different type of way. So yeah. So I'm looking at a different type of way. So let's see. I understand not they could sell millions with the Bloodborne re-release and refuse to do so. From Software has said they would like to do it as well. What the F is Sony thinking? I think they're gonna do it eventually. I think they're eventually going to do it, but I don't know when they're gonna do it. But I think eventually they're going to do it. So yeah, eventually. This music's awesome, by the way. I love Pokemon music. Pokemon music's legit underrated. Let's see here. Any other questions, you can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. I'm not exactly sure how long we were planning on streaming tonight. I thought I was just going to go the normal because it's a Spawncast after show, just normal 2 hours for the show. And we can add, like, I think I'm going to do a bonus stream tomorrow. I don't know exactly when, but I'm thinking that I'm definitely going to try to do a bonus stream for you guys where we talk about different games and maybe we play something. I'm not sure. If you have not seen my most recent video, check out my most recent video. Yeah. Let's see, places watching Nintendo music segment. Of course, RGT Bean, RGT saying it should be on YouTube and Spotify. Shaking my head, he's supporting another streaming service and pretend people are crazy over this. Yeah, I mean, I did see that segment, and yeah, I disagree. I don't think anything, Nintendo does not owe anything to Spotify. I don't know why. Like, I can understand why having it on the actual Nintendo Switch, that should be a thing, and maybe it is. But I mean, most people don't turn on their Nintendo Switch to listen to music. So if you're trying to have a launch and a launch go well and you're trying to focus on one thing, then expand, I think starting out on your smartphone is probably the better idea than trying to dual launch it right now. Now, once again, if they could have done it, that's cool that they could have done it. But I'm guessing that smartphone is a lot easier and you want to focus all your time and attention on the infrastructure that's going to get you the best results starting out first. Now, of course, they can expand to a desktop app and to Switch itself, but I think starting out on smartphones is probably the best thing to start out with, because most people don't listen to music on their video game systems. I mean, some people do, but most people don't. Like, most people, when they turn on their Switch, they do it to play a video game, or they do it to watch a video, like watch, you know, YouTube or watch Twitch or whatever, or like whatever other apps that are on there. Most people don't turn on their video game systems to listen to music. So it makes more sense to actually do it on the iPhone and do it on the Apple, because people are out all the time. That's the whole point of this, is when you're out, when you're working out, when you're, you know, going grocery shopping or whatever, you listen to music. That's when most people listen to music, is on their phone when they're not at home or whatever, or when they're exercising. Most people, right? So it makes sense to start there, and maybe they'll expand to the other ones. Now, when it comes to the Spotify argument, I've had this, and I don't understand why Nintendo needs to add value to their to Spotify service instead of their own. I do not understand this logic. I wish I was there to talk about this, but I do not understand the logic of adding value to Spotify. Spotify does not pay out very well. They pay Joe Rogan. All the money that they make goes to Joe Rogan and goes to podcasts. They don't go to music streams. Sega and all these other companies that have their music on Spotify don't make any money off of it. It's just there because it's a big service. That's it. They don't make any money off of that. Obviously, they don't make any money off of that. That's not big on their financial reports. So what is the point of when you have your own service, NSO, and you're Nintendo? Nintendo's an alpha. Nintendo's not a beta. Nintendo's not a meta. Nintendo's an alpha. They have a big successful system. They have theme parks. They've got successful movies. They've got clothing. They've got all this. Why would you bow down to Spotify? Why would you bow down to Apple Music? Who makes them any better than you? If you have the means and you have the service to supply your own music player and make your own profits and maybe even add value to your own service, why the hell are you putting your music on there? That makes no sense to me. I get the Switch argument. I get that, and that should be added in the future. But it makes no sense to me to sit here and add music to Spotify for what? Now, if the payouts were good, or if Nintendo could actually make any serious money on Spotify and Apple Music, I would say, yeah, maybe. And Nintendo Music is popular. Maybe they could make some good money. But why should they do that over adding value to what we pay for? So as a gamer, what do you get from Spotify? Now, if you want to blow $100-something a month on Spotify or Apple Music, and you're mad that you didn't get what you want on there, well, you can kick a rock. That's Nintendo's service. They don't owe you guys anything. They have their own service, and they want to provide value to their own service. So as an NSO subscriber and a non-Apple or Spotify consumer, I have no sympathy for anybody who has Spotify or who has Apple Music and they're complaining. Well, stop paying for those. Nobody said when you sign up for Spotify or Apple Music, they don't guarantee that you get all Nintendo music, and nobody's guaranteed these companies support that. If you want to blow your money on that, that's on you. Spotify doesn't own everybody's rights to where they want. If Nintendo wants to make their own music player, if Nintendo wants to make their own subscription service, if Nintendo wants to make their own whatever, they can do what they want. I don't understand why Spotify and Apple have to get a cut on for what? Nintendo needs to provide their own service to enhance their own stuff. If they have the means to make their own music service and player and add value to NSO, to me that takes a priority over Spotify and Apple Music, which those two companies add nothing to Nintendo's value. Like, putting your music on there doesn't make more people want to go out there and play your games. Whereas if you have your own music player, you can do different things. Like, hey, based off of your NSO, it can recommend different games. It can play games based off of what you played. So those are the type of things that you can add it to. Maybe, hey, maybe I'll go check out that game. It's more game oriented. So for me, I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know? So it doesn't cost that much, man. Come on. What doesn't cost that much? What are you talking about, Joseph? You're here again. I thought I already dispelled all of your arguments. I don't know why you're back, Joseph, with this nonsense. I think I already shut down everything that you had to say before. I already said, if you can add value to your own service, why do they have to support Spotify and Apple Music? I still have not seen a good argument why Nintendo shouldn't have their own player. What is the argument behind that? What value does that add to Nintendo by putting their music on Spotify and Apple service? What does that add to Nintendo's value? Can anybody tell me what that adds? Sega is not more valuable because their music is on Spotify. Sega's service is not set. Sonic is not more popular because of Spotify or because of Apple Music. But NSO has more value because of this. We get more value because of it. I still have not seen one thing yet. Give me one thing. Nah, man, I haven't. Bro, I have. You still have not given me one reason why they should. Like, what's the reason why over their own service? Now, if Nintendo doesn't have their own service, then they should add it to there. I get that. But they have their own service. They have their own music player. Why should they add it to there? I'm not saying people can't complain. I'm not saying people can't complain. I'm just saying they owe you nothing. Complain all you want to. People can complain till the cows come home. It don't matter. Complain all you want to. I'm not saying that. Consumers can complain, but it gets you nothing. You can complain all day. But if you're not paying Nintendo for NSO and you're not paying for that, you're owed nothing. What are you complaining for? If you pay for Apple Music or for Spotify, why are you complaining? You didn't get a contract that says that Nintendo Music is going to be added to that service. So what is your complaint? Your complaint is that Nintendo's not adding value to your service that you pay for? That sounds like entitlement to me. You were not guaranteed Nintendo Music when you bought Apple and Spotify. So what are you complaining for? You were not guaranteed anything. That sounds like entitlement. No, Nintendo owes them nothing. Nintendo owes them nothing. They owe Apple and Spotify customers nothing. And I still have not seen a single argument why they have to do that for them. There is no agreement to that. So I'm still waiting. People can complain and I can disagree. And I can say you sound entitled. You're allowed to complain. I'm allowed to say that you're entitled. Nobody's getting banned or nobody's saying that you can't complain. Complain all you want to. Cry, whine, go call Joe Rogan. Cry all you want to. I don't care. Do what you want. Cry till the cows come home. Cry so much, turn into Cry Star. Cry like a baby. Cry, tag Nintendo, whine, complain. Do it all you want to. I don't care. You sound entitled, but that's just my opinion. Just like it's your opinion to complain and be mad. I'm giving you my opinion. And I still haven't heard a legitimate argument on this side. I still haven't. Whatever resources they used to make their stupid music player could have been directed towards something game related like GameCube or Switch. That has nothing to do with it. Nintendo has different teams that work on stuff that's completely outside of that. So GameCube or whatever the heck has nothing to do with the music player, just like the resources that they made for their theme park or the museum has nothing to do with you not getting GameCube or not. So how does that make any sense? So did you say that they shouldn't make a theme park, or they shouldn't do a movie, or they shouldn't make music, or they shouldn't do all the other stuff that they do in entertainment? Then all of that takes away from you not getting that if that's the case. So that makes no sense. Because they make all sorts of stuff that's outside of it. They have clothing, they have toys, they have all sorts of things. So I guess they shouldn't do any of this, anything else, because that all takes away from your GameCube games that you want, which it doesn't, but Nintendo will do GameCube or whatever they want when they feel like it. Has nothing to do with the music player. How How about Nintendo doesn't owe customers anything? LOL. What does that mean? Made so well says these are okay hits. Yo, thank you for the $4.99, brother. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the 5. Let's go. Shout outs, man. Nintendo would never give their content away for free for someone else's platform. How can people not see this adds value on NSO? Like I said, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, I'm still waiting for the argument that says that Nintendo owes them on Spotify. Who cares about Spotify, bro? Nintendo is not worried about Spotify. They have their own service. Nintendo NSO subscriptions are, I wouldn't say that they're stagnant, but it's not like they're jumping up by a lot. If you can add value to NSO, add value to NSO over Spotify or Apple Music. Like, add value to that instead. If anybody thinks Nintendo's music is valuable, whether you agree or disagree, that's subjective. But a lot of people feel that their music is valuable. So why the hell would you add it to somebody else's service and not your own? That makes no sense. That makes zero sense. Let's see, supposed to be OJ hits. Oh, okay, shout out. It's all good. Thank you so much, mate. So well, thank you for the $5, brother. He made it sound like Apple and Spotify are asking Nintendo to do something. I never made it sound like that. I never said that at all. I never said that. I never once said that. Never once.
Understand where OJ coming from, or he is listening too much on RGT, said SMH.
Yeah.
Also, even MVG saying nonsense like saying Nintendo put out all the music at Get-Go SMH. And some pretend Nintendo not credit Composter as big deal SMH. I can understand. That's a legitimate concern. I don't know. You said, and MVG say nonsense like say Nintendo put all their music at the get-go. Yeah, I don't understand why people are saying, I mean, I get that how it's a legitimate concern to say like, hey, there should be some more music, but I don't think they're gonna put their whole freaking catalog or library right there at the beginning and have the whole damn thing crash. Nintendo has 1 million tracks, so I don't think they're gonna put their whole library on there. That's ridiculous. Nobody starts out a service from the very beginning and has every single song that they've ever made. I don't know if MVG said that or not, if he said it that type of way. I would like to have more music on there, but I know they'll add it over time. Whatever. It's just a part. If this was an actual paid subscription that was separate from NSO, then I'd be more critical about it, but it's not. It's something that you just get on top of NSO. So I'm cutting it some slack. But yeah, I understand like the not crediting the artist. Like I get that. That's a legitimate complaint. So yeah. I'm already aware that the music is on YouTube. What does that have to do with what I'm saying? I'm already aware. I have YouTube Premium and we're listening to Nintendo music right now. We're listening to Pokemon. We're listening to a Pokemon medley right now. That's Nintendo music. So I'm aware. I'm aware that it's on YouTube. So what? Just add the word customers and I'm good with it. Yeah, I don't know what argument you're trying to make or what discussion you have here, Joseph. Like, you'll say like, I disagree with you. And then when I say, well, tell me what the problem is, you'll say, well, you said that you're saying Apple, you're trying to say Apple is forcing them. I never said that. I never said Apple is making them, or I never said that. I said that Nintendo owes nothing to Apple and its customers. I never said that Apple is forcing them or they're demanding. No, what I said is that Nintendo does not owe Apple or Spotify anything. They owe them nothing. I did not say that Apple's forcing them. I never said that. Never said that Apple and Spotify are forcing them to put their music on there or demanding. Never said that. I did not. I did not do that. Never did. Let's see. You think Nintendo music and artists are even care about being credited in a music app? I think they would like to be credited. Maybe some of them would, but I think once they took the job, they know that they're not going to be. Nintendo doesn't credit like that. So yeah, but I wish that they would, but they don't. So yeah, I never said that. Shout out to Monado Mario for the $3. I appreciate it. You said you did. Who says they do? Who says they do what? I never stated that they did. Joseph, you are confused, man. You are confused, brother. You are confused on this topic of what I'm saying. I think I'm talking too fast for you. I think I might need to slow it down a little bit because you seem confused, man. I never said that. I never said that Apple or I never said this statement right here that you said. I never said he made it sound like Apple and Spotify are asking for Nintendo to do something. I never made this statement right here. This one right here, where I'm quote tweeting, where I'm literally reading what you said. He made it sound, and I think you're talking about me,
like Apple and Spotify are asking for Nintendo. I never said that. I simply said they, in terms of Nintendo, does not owe them and their customers anything. So people complaining or people asking that it should be on Spotify or Apple Music, Nintendo owes those people and them nothing. Never said that Apple and Spotify are asking or demanding or anything. I literally said that they owe them nothing. That's it. That's it. So yeah, that's all I said. I didn't say that they're demanding. I just said that they owe them nothing. That's it. That's not saying that they're demanding this. So yeah. It's literally the title of the stream. The title of today's stream is Spawncast Nightshow, Dragon Age Veilguard Controversy, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Nintendo Music. That is not the title of the stream. Today's stream, or do you mean the other stream? I just said that they owe them nothing. That doesn't say what you're saying. Maybe you need comprehension, a comprehension class. But me saying that Nintendo owes them nothing is not me saying that Apple is asking. I'm just simply saying that they owe them nothing. Those are two distinct different things. Maybe once again, English can be interpreted in many different type of ways. But I'm telling you, as somebody who has a bachelor's degree in communication, that me saying, hey, they don't owe them anything, that doesn't mean that other side is asking for something. I'm not saying that. That does not mean that. I'm not even implying that. All I'm saying is that, hey, they don't owe them anything. They can make their own player if they want to, you know? And that is in response to people saying, why isn't it on Apple Music? Why isn't it on Spotify? That is a response. Like, well, my response is, well, it doesn't need to be. They don't owe them anything. So they don't owe you, and they don't owe them anything. So that is my response to people saying it. I didn't say Apple is saying that they have to have that music. I never said that. So you got to keep that in mind. Let's see here. And I gave you the reason exactly to the customers. Okay. And you're the one who said that I was making it seem like Apple and like Spotify were asking, like they were asking for the music. I never said that. I'm talking about in response to customers that they owe them nothing. They owe them nothing. That's a response to them. I never stated that Apple and Spotify were asking for something. You said that I did. No, I never did. No, I never did. That is a response to the customers, people saying that, well, why isn't it on this? And I say, well, they don't owe you anything, which is factual. Nintendo owes these people nothing. Is that not a fact? Is that a fact? Yes or no? Does Nintendo owe music to Apple and Spotify customers? Yes or no? Do they owe them? Even thinking about do they owe them anything? For what? Does Nintendo make money off of kickbacks from Apple? And do they make a lot of money, or are they going to make a ton of stuff off of that? No, they owe them nothing. There's no contractual agreement between Nintendo and between Apple. They owe them nothing. They owe them nothing. They owe the customers nothing. Nintendo has their own service. They're adding value to their service. So to customers, to us, you can say, hey, you have an argument that, yeah, since they have their own subscription service and they're adding value to that, they do owe customers more so than Apple and Spotify customers. So in the sense of Nintendo owing us, yeah, Nintendo owes us that pays for NSO. Yeah, if they're going to make a music player or if they're going to do something and if they put it on there, yeah, they owe us, the people that pay for their service, yeah, they owe us more than they owe them. So they owe you music. They owe us value. They owe us value. Value. They owe us value. So we pay for NSO, so then therefore they added value to it. So they owe us value. That's not entitlement saying that they owe us value. No. Making your service more valuable, yeah, that's kind of owed. Like enhancing your service, yeah, that's owed. Yes. That's not entitlement. I pay for their service. Apple and Spotify don't pay for it's not
Nintendo
that's not
is
Nintendo.
Very smart for not doing business with Spotify and Apple.
Yes.
And no, they don't at all. They're not obligated.
Yeah.
Here's a JoJo. I prefer
Shout-outs.
Spotify and Apple to lose money, especially how they screw artists.
I'm telling you.
Great work, Nintendo.
I'm telling you, bro. I would say that Nintendo owes us value. They owe us ways to make NSO better. They owe us ways to improve NSO. Now, they didn't specifically say music, but they owe us ways to improve NSO. This is an improvement to NSO. You get added value. Yeah, that's owed. In my opinion, I don't feel entitled when I say, hey, look, if they can find ways to improve NSO, whether that's through getting tickets for Nintendo World or whatever the case is, you can get discounts, maybe getting a chance to win a museum tour, getting discounts on whatever, toys, or whatever they can do to make NSO better, that's owed. I'm cool with that. That's not entitlement compared to Apple and Spotify. So yeah. Let's see, you should just have a crash out meter on stream when it fills. That box person who filled it. No, it's all good. I ain't crashing out, bruh. I'm simply telling you guys how it is. I think most Nintendo fans right now feel the way that I feel. Like when it comes down to it, most people that pay for NSO feel that way. I'm pretty sure. Do you think GameCube games will be saved for Switch 2? It's possible. Shout outs to Sicilian with the 2 says, OJ, oh, is this a bonus stream of box game giveaways? All right, I'm gonna do it. Shout out Sicilian, thank you for the 2. Let's see, that's right. You were never promised music by Nintendo, therefore adding music adds value to the service they already provide. That's what I'm saying. I never asked for music beforehand or anything like that, but it adds value to it. They owe us ways to add value. Whatever ways that they can think of to add value to the service, they owe us that. I don't know what ways those are gonna be, but whatever way they can add value to the service, they owe that to NSO customers. Absolutely. I don't know if it's gonna be music, discounts, toys, whatever they want to do. I don't care. But yeah, they do owe people ways to make better value. This is simply better value for what you're paying for. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm wondering if they'll end up doing NSO price increase with Switch 2. I'm pretty sure they'll do another tier. I think there'll be a third tier for NSO that's more expensive. I think so. Maybe GameCube and other stuff. Shout outs to Vadcent. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate that. Combo breaker. So let's see here. What, you understand why Apple and Spotify consumers would complain? What are they complaining for? I've seen some people complain that I saw one dude complain. He said, I'm not in Nintendo's ecosystem. I don't pay for NSO. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I don't buy their games. How is this a W for me? What does that do for me? Why not Spotify? Shut yourself up. You give them no money. They owe you nothing. Like, you're not in their ecosystem. You're not paying for their service. You're not paying for their games. You're not buying anything. What are you worried about? Go listen to your Apple Music that you pay for. You are owed nothing. But I literally saw consumers complain about that. And that's fine. They're entitled. They can complain. And I can criticize. Shut up. You are owed nothing. You are owed nothing from them. I don't care what anybody says. Call me whatever name, shill, whatever the case is. But if you don't pay for nothing, you don't buy nothing, you don't pay for their games, you're not in their ecosystem, you're not paying for NSO, you're not doing anything, you're not owed a damn thing on Spotify or Apple Music. Bro, you don't even have a Switch. You don't have Nintendo games. What are you? You're not entitled to anything. Nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares what you think. I'm not shocked that people are complaining. People complain about everything. All I'm saying is that your complaints are stupid. Those complaints are dumb. And I have my right, just like they have their right to complain. I have my right to say that that's stupid. And it is. And I give my reasons why. One, you're not paying for anything. Why? You're not paying for anything in their ecosystem. What are you complaining for? Do you want their music for free? What do you want? Oh, you want it on Spotify? You're paying them? How does that benefit Nintendo and their games and what they're doing? No, usually when you pay for something from a separate service, you do not get benefits from a different company on that said service that is not part of that service. Other companies want to do their own, kind of like streaming companies. You have the company that streams these shows, a company that streams these shows. You're not entitled to X, Y, and Z show that's not on this streaming service over here. They owe you nothing because that's that IP's owned by them. If you have Netflix and you can't watch Apple TV shows, oh well, too bad, so sad. Go buy Apple Plus or Apple whatever, or go find a bundled streaming deal so you can get what you want to watch. But you're not owed anything. I have Netflix. I don't have Apple TV. I'm not sitting here saying, oh my gosh, why is it the one show that's on Apple TV on Netflix? I owe it. I'm upset. You do that for me. No, that's what it is. If I want that show, you go get that show. If it's all a hassle, if it's a problem, then don't do whatever you want. But they don't owe you anything. Different people have different IPs, okay? Different people have different IPs. They're allowed to make their own thing and what they want to do with their IP. Plain and simple. I'm not, just like if somebody said, why don't you put all these streams on Kick? You're not owed a damn thing. I don't work for Kick. I don't know what that is. I ain't doing nothing. I got YouTube, I got Twitch, sometimes Twitter. That's where I'm at. I don't owe anybody else anything outside of that. It's my IP. It's my own thing. I'll do what I want. Same thing here. So you can complain all you want to, but the complaints are stupid. Plain and simple. Do I plan on applying for a Switch 2 review unit? You don't apply for a Switch 2 review unit. If they want to give you one, they'll give you one. You don't apply. If they want to give you one, you'll get one. If they don't want to give you one, you will not get one. See, the streaming example is perfect. The current state is arguably worse, and that's fine. You're entitled to complain. Complain all you want to. But once again, I repeat, those companies don't owe you nothing. They owe you nothing on that. Stop streaming. Stop worrying about streaming all these different shows. Stop worrying about it and do what you got to do to get whatever you want to listen to. Just like with all these different streaming services, if you want to find ways to do it, that's fine. Find your way. All this music is on YouTube anyway, so if you don't want to do Nintendo's service, it's on YouTube. Go listen to the music on YouTube. Problem solved. What are you whining for? YouTube's free. What is your complaint now? There is a free, easy way to watch or to listen to all of Nintendo's music, and it's YouTube. So what are you really complaining for? What are you complaining for? All this music's on here for free on YouTube. There's a free music. Go listen to the music on YouTube. What are you complaining for? Let's see here. The most interesting thing is NM is cheaper. Apple Music and Spotify. Yeah. Let's see here. Sicilian Gamer. Okay, well you're playing it. It's on YouTube till it isn't, but it's on YouTube. So what are you complaining for? Go grab yourself a hard drive. Go look up every single Nintendo track and go start downloading. You got a head start. Go start downloading. And it's been on YouTube for a long time. So you're saying it's on YouTube till it's not. Well, what are you waiting for? Go download the music while it's there. It's been here for a decade plus. There's been most of Nintendo's tracks on YouTube. What are you waiting for? Go download it. Stop crying about it. Stop complaining and go get to work. Start downloading. Start getting it downloaded. Get a free trial of YouTube Premium, which allows you to or no, you don't even need a free trial of YouTube Premium. Go get 4K downloader, look up all your favorite Nintendo tracks, and get started downloading, brother. What are you wasting your time for? Wasting your time complaining on Twitter? You could have been downloading songs. Thank you for the $2 though, Sicilian. I appreciate that. People are more worried about complaining than actually having solutions to things. Let's see here. NSO is cheaper than Spotify and Pandora Premium. That's another one of those services. Pandora. I haven't heard that name in a hot minute. So people are actually complaining about a company that's doing what they want with their own IP. People are allowed to complain all they want to. I still think it's stupid, in my opinion, to about it.
You missed my super chat too.
I did.
Lol. Please stop listening to those whining beaches and let's get back to the real fans that matters to the Ninja Village.
Hey.
Please and thank you.
Shout outs, man.
Medium dark skin tone, loudly crying tears of joy.
I appreciate it. I read your super chat. That's the texture or different pasta helps determine taste. It does. I think like the rigatoni, or what's the one like with the shifted oval, and it has the little ridges on it, and it's sharp at the ends. I like that one. That texture helps for me. Like, and it's a little bit harder on the texture. That one helps for me than like the softer pasta. I agree. Thank you for the $3, Sicilian. I appreciate it. Yo, double platinum in the house. We haven't been doing the notifications, but we're gonna do it right now. Let's go. Limit break. I know you guys playing Dragon Quest 3. I can't wait for that game. I have not been asked about that game yet, so maybe they'll give me a review code. I haven't got one yet though. I did not know, since people can email Sony to see if they would receive a review unit for PS5 Pro. Figured you could do it with Nintendo. Yeah, I mean, I could, but I mean, if they want to give, I already have a contact with Nintendo. So if Nintendo wants to give review units or wants to give people like switch two systems, they'll just contact me, right? They'll do it. So if they want to, they will. Made so well with the $2 says major game services average out to like $1.50 a day. Yeah. Shout outs though. Appreciate that. This is a good discussion on the Nintendo music thing, which I think is going to continue to rage on with fans and gamers alike. I think people are going to continue talking about this as Nintendo adds it. But I mean, I'll say this. I'll try to be at least somewhat understanding to the other side. I get it. You know what I'm saying? If you pay for Apple Music, if you pay for Spotify, you know, if you're missing some brain cells because you pay for those. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. There's legitimate reasons to pay for those services. So I'll say this. If you pay for those services, it might be a bit annoying that you can't have all your stuff on one thing. So I understand that. You're still owed nothing, but I understand being a little bit annoyed with that. I get it. So yeah, I do understand that, but I don't think it's enough to start complaining, whining, and crying about it like online. I personally wouldn't. I have stuff that I you know, there's certain shows that I would like to be on Netflix that are not on Netflix, and I don't complain that it's not on Netflix and it's not on that. You know, I don't do that. So I personally don't do that because all I have is Amazon Prime, and I have Amazon Prime and Netflix. That's all I have. I have Amazon Prime and Netflix, and I watch whatever's on there. And if it's not on there, then I don't watch it, or I just try to find some other way. But I understand, you know, I understand that point of view. But once again, even in my own personal stuff like that I'm looking at, I don't sit here and go online and complain about everything. But that's just me. But like I said, it's still silly in my opinion to expect something or to be upset or to complain online. Like I think that's silly. If you want to be personally upset about it, that's fine. But like complaining about it and say, like, when people say stuff like this, I don't pay for Switch, I don't pay for online, like their NSO, I don't buy their games, I don't pay for anything. How is this a W? What about me? Like, that's when I just say, bye, move Felicia, bye Felicia, move Felicia, bye Felicia. That's when I just say, shut up, what you're saying is stupid, you're not owed anything, nobody owes you anything, you're weird. That's weird. You're a weird person if you think that you should get something, yet you pay nothing for anything. You're not in their ecosystem. You have nothing to do with them, yet you should just get stuff. You should just get what you want on your anti-consumer platform of choice, because that's what I've heard. I've heard that this is anti-consumer, NSO anti-consumer, and Apple Music and Spotify don't have you don't get what you want on your anti-consumer platform of choice. Like, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. Listen to your music on Spotify that's available for you to listen to on Spotify. Have fun. Enjoy it. If you can't do that, then listen to the music for free on YouTube. What are you complaining about? You know? Like, what are you complaining about? Then listen to your music for free on YouTube. You have options, you know? So yeah. Imagine flexing not paying for anything to Nintendo. Yeah, like, have I played Brothership? No, not yet. It doesn't come out till next week. I don't have like a review copy or anything like that. Nintendo doesn't give me copies like way ahead of time. Like, they give me copies like on like the day that it releases. So I think there's more than 15 soundtracks, Silver Ramos. I think there's like 20 something right now at this point. A little bit more than 15, and they're gonna keep on adding more. So, I mean, I don't think Spotify or whatever music service, YouTube, none of these services that have everything at the launch. You know, even if there is a lot more to have. So they'll add it as they go over time. We need a voice chat debate over Nintendo Music. OJ versus RGT versus MVG versus Joseph. A voice chat debate? There's nothing to debate. Honestly, there's nothing to debate about this. There really isn't anything to debate. The facts is that it's a service. It adds value to NSO. There's not any extra subscription. And I agree with the criticisms of the actual app. Hey, let us hear the composer's tracks. Hey, launch with some more music. There should be some more music. Those are fine. Those are legitimate complaints. But people saying, it should be on Spotify. It needs to be on there. It should be on Apple. Those when I say shut up. There is no argument there. There is no argument there. But actual feedback and improvements to enhancing the value of the app, I don't disagree with that. Having composer names, oh, I know the composer name. If I want, I can look up other music that they make. Okay, that's good. Having more music, oh, that's good. But whiners and complainers about their Spotify or Apple Music, they can go kick a rock. So I'm not arguing anything stupid like that. Who cares? Who cares about Spotify and Apple Music? Nobody gives a damn. And I agree with there should be more music and composer names.
Shoot some hoops, like we did in '93.
Yo, shout outs. BJ Armstrong with the $5. Sicilian with the 2 says, can we debate pasta types and Alfredo versus marinara? Marinara is better than Alfredo. BJ Armstrong knows this, and I know this. We all know this. It's better. We all know marinara is goated. Marinara is the goat of pizza sauces. We all know this. We all know this. Why are we acting like it's not? You know? Alfredo is not as good. Marinara easily. So yeah. I think the debate is this is a good idea, or how long this service will last, maybe a better topic. I think this service will last because it's being funded by NSO. The only reason why this service is probably even here is because NSO is a thing. So I think that all of this is being funded by NSO. As long as people buy NSO and support NSO, I think the service will last. Because they're not charging extra for it. So, you know, so I think it's going to last as long as NSO lasts. Shout outs to Sicilian, thank you for the $2. Shout outs to BJ Armstrong, thank you. Hey, what's up, David? Welcome to the stream. Alfredo is for pasta. I hate it on pizza. Alfredo, that's the white sauce, right? White sauce, like white Alfredo sauce, does not belong on pizza. I still want a music request from the super chat that you missed. Oh, I missed the super chat? Oh, thank you for the $3. Oh, you said I missed your super chat. Oh, which super chat? The $1? Can I get a music request? Princess Peach Castle from Smash Bros. Melee? Oh, yeah. I can do that. Princess Peach Castle from Melee. Wait, hold up. This is a better one. Here we go. Thank you so much, Christian. I'm sorry about that, brother. Pesto on pizza is good. I can understand pesto, yeah. Alfredo sauce is versatile, but I don't think it's versatile enough for pizza. Like, you can use it for that, but for me, I'm not an Alfredo sauce guy at all. I like marinara. I like the red marinara sauce, man. I think that stuff is delicious. Although there's too much sugar in most of it, so I got to be careful because I can't have too much sugar. Even though I have too much sugar at times, I'm not supposed to have too much sugar. Pesto is good. Yeah, pesto sauce is pretty goated. It's pretty goated. It's pretty good. People add some ranch to it. I think that pizza with ranch is good, but I don't normally dip my pizza in ranch, but my wife does like dipping her pizza in ranch. She does, but I like dipping my pizza into marinara sauce because my pizza comes with very little sauce. So they actually have, like, at Domino's, they have these like little 30-calorie, you know, marinara sauces or whatever. And I like to dip my pizza and my little bread bites that I buy. I like to dip it into those. But my pizza is so weird. For those who don't know, this is my pizza order at Domino's. If you guys want the OJ Player Essence pizza, most of you guys will think this is disgusting. But for those that are looking for the OJ pizza, this is what you do. You go on the app. So you get the Domino's app. You go on the app. You go on there. You order. You do the coupon. Okay, there's a coupon that you can do. You do 2 medium pizzas for $10.99 each. All right, 14-inch medium pizzas, and then you order. Well, you can order a second pizza, but I get one for myself. Medium pizza, and you get the hand tossed dough. You get light, normal marinara sauce. Okay, light, not a lot, not normal, not heavy. You get light marinara sauce. You get no cheese. You ask for no cheese, and then you get chicken, steak, bell peppers, and if you want to add, but be a little bit frisky, you add some bacon. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I usually leave it off, but sometimes I'll add it on there if I want a little bit extra. You know, feeling a little bit better. That's the pizza. That is the, and then you order. You get some marinara sauce. You can get 3 for $1.99. So you order some marinara sauce or ranch or whatever else you want, and enjoy. That's the OJ pizza. No cheese. No cheese on the pizza. No cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, so cheese is a no-go for me. So, for example, I had ice cream. At my son's birthday, I had ice cream, and I paid dearly for that. I had a lot of that ice cream, and I had about a good 3 slices of that ice cream, and I paid dearly for eating that ice cream. I paid dearly for eating that ice cream. So, I am pretty lactose intolerant. Like that ice cream cake. Sorry, ice cream cake. So, I'm pretty lactose intolerant. Like it's actually gotten worse and worse as I get older. Like it gets worse and worse. Like I can taste the milk and things. I can taste dairy when I go get something. Like when we go out to eat, I got to tell them, hey, no cheese, no nothing, or put it on the side. I got to control the amount. If I can put like a little bit, that's fine. I can handle a little bit, but anything more than like a serving or so is trouble. Vodka sauce. Well, it's ice cream cake. It's ice, so there's a lot of ice cream in the cake. It sucks. It's actually fine because I actually lost a lot of weight and my body got better when I stopped eating dairy. So I feel better. I look better. Like everything's better. You can tell when I ate dairy in my face because my face was round. Even though my weight might have been less, you can tell when I ate dairy because I kind of had like a little bit of a round toad face. Not, well, kind of like toadstool, but like kind of like a frog, kind of like roundish face, you know? And now when I stopped having as much sugar and stopped eating dairy, my face got more thin and chiseled. When I stopped, dairy went straight to my sides and my face. And when I stopped eating dairy, it was way better for me. So it affects everybody differently. So I don't mind not having the dairy because it made my face more slender and it made my chin more chiseled and it made my face less round. You can even tell like in my old videos, even when I was thinner, like if you go back to like 2015, I was thinner than I am now, but like my face was more round. So yeah, dairy, it's good because dairy's not necessarily great for you. Like it's good for you, like some dairy stuff, like when you're growing up, when you're still like growing and like you need to like, you know, get like, you know, the calcium and all that. So it's good for you like potentially like growing up. But once you like once you're like older, there's really no point. You can get anything that's a beneficial like protein or calcium or that. You can get that from other things. You don't need dairy when you're older. You don't need it. So yeah. I love frozen yogurt. I love yogurt. We got yogurt. We get the low fat, light and fit all the time. Yogurt. Yeah, I'm a yogurt person. I eat yogurt in the morning. I like bananas and yogurt, and I like my fruits, my apples, and I like my veggies. And I like spinach. Spinach is great. Very good for you too, guys. Very good for you, spinach. So yeah. All right though, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I think I went a little bit longer than I thought I was gonna go, so we're gonna wrap it up here. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to tonight's stream. It's been incredible. You guys have been an awesome audience, so I appreciate everybody that came through today. I do appreciate that. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let's see here. Did I have a round face for his friend? Yeah, exactly. I had a little bit of a round face back then, even though, like I said, I was thinner. Because I was like 160, 70 pounds at that point back then. I was pretty thin just because I wasn't working out. but I also wasn't eating. I was so depressed at times I wouldn't eat. Also, I'll keep it a buck. Sometimes I just didn't have money for food. Like that. Like I didn't have money to eat like that. Even though my mom had plenty of money, but I wasn't taking from her. So there was just times when I just wouldn't eat. I just like I'd make sure my daughter ate and she would eat, but I wouldn't eat, or I'd eat very little. I'd eat very, very little just because I couldn't buy enough food, you know. So yeah. So I was pretty thin back then. I was pretty thin, but my face was kind of round because I did still have dairy. Like I still ate cheese and I still had dairy. So yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate y'all. Big love, man. Appreciate you guys. Mitch, you're an old school fan if you know about that. Thank you guys so much for everything. Watch my most recent video. It's up right now. It's talking about Xenoblade Chronicles X and all of that. It's talking about all of it. So thank you guys so much for the support tonight. Thank you guys for being awesome. Yeah, the Xenoblade video is doing crazy. So good stuff, guys. Thank you so much for everything. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. And I appreciate all of you guys coming out to the stream. Appreciate you guys being just goated. Big love to Skullfan. This dude dropped like a ton of money tonight. Thank you guys so much. Massive Rican dropped the big 50 bomb. So thank you so much, Massive Rican. I appreciate that. So shout outs to everybody, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna go hang out with my family tonight. So I'm hanging out with my family tonight. So that's what I'm doing. So I hope you guys have a good night too. Hope you guys have a good day. I hope all of you guys are just doing fantastic. And yeah, we'll maybe see you guys tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then maybe we'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Peace and love. Take it easy.